I suck so good.
Last night, me and Logic Tree were we
You're
were in
live.
a room. Cool. You gonna do an intro or can I keep telling my story?
Yeah, just let me do this quick intro. You all know me. This is the Atheist Ranger, and this is T.G.I.F. number 3. Go ahead, John.
Okay, so me and Logic were in a room in a hotel last night.
No, we weren't.
Yes, we were. Shut the
Let me
fuck
tell
up.
the story, Logic Tree, you piece of garbage.
Yeah, fuck. So we were at a hotel last night, and we're watching like some romantic comedy on the bed, and we're like snuggled up. It was great. And so he looks at me deep into my eyes, but I had shades on, so he couldn't really see them because I always have shades on. And so he looks into my eyes and says, "Stalinist, I love you. Let's have sex." And so we had sex. I fucked him in the ass harder than I've ever fucked anything before. His asshole was bleeding all over the sheets, and the maid service was furious at us, and we got kicked out.
Well, this is awful.
And that's my story.
It's free lube, man. You
I know,
saved,
right?
saved a buck or two. Yeah, I do like how the first line of the show was, "I suck so good." Oh,
He did suck my dick too. He does suck pretty good.
Does the goatee kind of tickle? I'm just wondering.
Yeah, it does. It tickles your
Oh.
ball sack. It's really good.
No, I like that. See, I've already gotten like weird sexual harassment stuff ever since I posted the selfie. I get like sexual harassment stuff from Deconverted Man sometimes, and now from Stalinist Brony. And
Oh, I'm always like,
Yeah, I've always sexually harassed you. It's just who I am.
like,
Accept it.
yeah.
I'm
I
flattered.
don't have the hat on. I have the hood on.
Don't worry, I'm gonna pick on Atheist Ranger some more though.
Yeah, Atheist Ranger sucks.
Atheist
He's
Ranger. No, I'm not going that direction. Atheist Ranger, I want you, buddy. Come to me.
I want you to, man.
Okay, hell no.
I'm so sorry I didn't
Okay,
spend
hell no.
I was busy.
Hell no. It doesn't work if you want me.
Yeah, because then it's not rape. Doesn't work.
Welcome to the Patriarchal Rape Apologetics Podcast.
Exactly.
I represent Roosh V. Yeah.
I do too.
Yeah.
I'm
actually best
here.
friends with Roosh.
Yeah, me too. Me and him went out raping together. It was great.
You know. We only got a couple dozen though. I'm hoping next time we'll be more
I'm too handsome to
Yeah,
be
we-
raped. So
We
I'm
raped
good.
Atheist Ranger. So.
Oh my god, he's doing that so handsome, so awesome shit already.
They call it a Tala Rouge for a reason.
Yeah, yeah. Me and him raped Logic Tree. It was great.
It was
That's how
spit
Logic Tree
roasted
fell in
him.
love with me.
Well,
Yeah, we did.
where was my rape? I feel kind of out of touch here.
Never mind, we're not raping you.
Yeah,
You don't even
Like, we-
Fucking fine.
wait. What happened was
Minors.
we broke into your house. We broke into your house, okay? And we pulled down your pants while you were sleeping, and we looked into your asshole, and it was like looking into like fucking Honey Boo Boo's mom's chin.
It was like the mouth of some elder god, and we're like,
It
hell
was
no,
as if-
I'm not putting anything in that.
So wrong.
It was like we
Wishes you speak.
lifted your pants, and then it was like as if we had lifted the chin flap of Honey Boo Boo's mom and was just staring at it. There was like bugs and shit and hair. It was like I'm not putting my penis in it.
I didn't need that image in my head while drawing.
Oh yeah.
You should draw
Do
that.
it.
You should draw
Yeah,
it.
draw
I
it.
got a pretty hairy
Oh,
ass
you should
anyway,
do-
so yeah.
What you should do is draw me in Rouge V lifting Honey Boo Boo's mom's chin flap, and it's just disgusting. And like the look on our faces are like, oh my god.
It's like a Grand Canyon of germs and fat.
Yes.
Even
Like,
Roosh
draw
would
that
turn
shit.
that down.
And send it to me so I
Okay.
can like just spam Logic Tree with it.
Awesome. It's a good thing Patrick didn't come in here again.
Oh, he'll be here.
Which
I
Patrick?
guarantee it.
The
Not here.
not secular lobster Patrick, other Patrick.
Yeah, Patrick
Oh.
Festa does not like sex. He's the
Yeah,
deity of-
when we were talking about it last time, he like I don't even remember what we were talking about. It was something like really over the top, and he was like, "Yeah, I gotta be going."
Yeah, we were like, oh great, you scared Patrick, Logic Tree, jeez. What a piece of shit. Why
I
are we
don't
picking
even
on
think
Logic
Logic
Tree
Tree
when...
did it.
No, I'm drinking the seltzer water.
Why are we picking on Logic Tree? Atheist Ranger's here. Atheist Ranger, you're
That's
a faggot.
true. Like Logic Tree was kind of like my substitute Atheist Ranger last time, but you're off the hook, Logic Tree. You're fine.
Okay.
It's
Yeah,
this
you're
kind of abuse
you're
that
cool.
gives me a fetish for
Well-
abusing.
Yeah, well, before we pick on me, here's the thing. I did promise AJ that I'd play some comedy videos if she's ready.
Cool.
I'm sorry you have to listen to us perverts talk. AJ.
Oh,
No,
by the
you're
way,
not. You're not sorry, liar.
I'm not sorry. I
By the
don't know
way,
what you're talking about.
Hey, hush. To the 4 viewers who are watching this, the link is down below. If you want to come in.
Comedy
Yeah,
videos.
we're open to all comers as long as you don't come.
Oh my god, no. That's a bad idea. Last time we got like Sandy Hook deniers. Hell
Yeah, in
no.
my
What?
hangout, it was anarchy. You should have been there, Ranger.
I'm not
We got
dealing with
Sandy Hook.
freaking-
We
God,
got
that was
the guy
awful.
came into the guy came into the fucking hangout, okay, and it was like, hey, Stalinist brony, you're a brony, right? I was like, no. Yes, I'm a brony. And so he was like, so have you ever talked to a female? And I was like, well, my lunch table's 4 girls and then me. And he was like, okay, how'd you get into this situation? And I was like, some of my friends
away
sat
from
down at a lunch table, and I sat with them. That's how I got into that situation. And he was like, well, have you ever had a girlfriend? And I was like, no, and I don't care to. And he kept questioning me, like, why don't you care to have a fucking girlfriend? And I was like, because I don't want a fucking girlfriend. Who cares? And he was like, so then he flips from that to Sandy Hook never happened.
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah,
why he
totally.
did that. That was strange.
Yeah, and Secular
Talking having
Lobster
to
got
do with
pissed at him.
people is just creepy and weird.
He's like, why are you questioning me about my damn social life? How's it any of your fucking business?
Yeah, as I was saying, yeah, I think, AJ, I think I told you I might play some comedy videos here about,
Yes, that would
This
be
guy-
nice.
So,
yeah, this guy's one of my
we're gonna-
favorite comedians. His name is John Capriula.
so we're gonna play some Atheist Ranger videos? I'm confused.
Yes.
I don't know. Okay, just making sure. There's pills, drug use, not for children.
Washington, D.C. Months ago when they still had the shutdown or stuff going on. Before I went there, I didn't know that the shutdown thing was. Is it really
Can't
like
hear it.
Isn't it
Yeah, can you boost the audio on it?
like when the fucking power goes? I'm calling my friends like, do you have any fucking government? I don't have any government. I mean, nobody's governed.
Can you guys hear now?
Yeah, we can hear it.
Yeah.
There's some weird mouth breathing going on.
Oh, shit over here.
Someone is causing my sphincter to just pucker up really tight.
Situation with these individuals.
Yeah, that's comedy right there. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
All I have to do is say those words and people laugh.
Is the thing about the monuments. Like, you can't visit the monuments. I'm like, it's a fucking statue. I mean, like, who goes to the Lincoln Memorial like, I can't look at this without supervision? This is bullshit. I mean, I think that's Lincoln, but I don't know. I mean, I need somebody here to tell me to move along.
Move along.
Move along, atheist stranger.
Get out of here.
Got pulled over the other day. That sucks. Can they have an express lane for that now? Can the cops dispense with the smug inquisition? So where you headed? Fucking forward. Alright, you saw.
Is anyone else thoroughly disappointed right now?
They pulled me
What?
over.
It feels like a guy just came up and like took an open mic to me. I don't know. Like there was a trucker convention. And this guy
Yeah,
came on.
he's funny, but yeah, he's
Like,
funny.
I'm disappointed because Atheist Ranger hyped him up to be like, oh, this is my favorite comedian, and I was like, okay, this better be good.
Oh, on
and
that
it's just-
level, I am totally disappointed if it's
Yeah,
that.
I was like, yeah, this is.
I would
this is
expect
mediocre.
better from you, man.
I
Yeah,
said
this is
he's
mediocre.
one of my favorites, not not the favorite.
Once
I don't
again,
know, maybe we
Atheist
should go to-
Ranger disappoints us.
What else is new?
What else would you expect?
I have a list of all the times Atheist Ranger has disappointed me.
I've never disappointed.
So do I.
The problem, though, is I
The
can't
list
find the
stretches
beginning
from
of the
my
list.
room. The list, like if I were to stretch it out, the list of times he's disappointed me stretches from my room on the second floor to the basement.
That's not what you said last night, John.
Yeah, you didn't disappoint me that time. Your asshole was extremely tight. I will give you that.
Thank you.
It felt pretty loose to me. I don't know.
Yeah, but your penis is small.
H&H-Cast and Stalinist Brony want to be your presidents, but they flip-flop on so many issues. Case in point, Atheist Ranger's asshole. Originally, they claimed his asshole to be wide and gaping and disgusting, but then they changed when they were offered money to saying that it was tight and perky.
See, no, what happened was I didn't actually fuck his
Smells like
asshole. I
brony
just
dust.
pressed the. I pressed
Okay,
his
what did you
ass
actually-
cheeks together and fucked
Would
that.
do?
I pressed his ass cheeks together and I put my penis between
Oh.
them. And see, his asshole is actually gaping, and there was actually cockroaches crawling around it.
So, but
Why
you
would
did,
you do that?
but you did land on the moon, right?
You nearly made me burn my throat with this series thing. I was about to laugh, and I was like, "Nope, throat." Ah.
Not judging, but you did land on the moon, right?
Hey, you shaved.
Truthful now.
Oh man, why'd you shave,
Yeah,
man? Your facial hair was great.
I fuck you on so many levels. You know what? I'm a very accepting guy, you know,
Okay.
and I pride myself in that a lot of ways. And I know you don't care if I make fun of your hat and stuff because you're an angry 16-year-old and stuff like that. And sometimes when I talk to you, I feel kind of creepy. Nonetheless, just because you're 16 and you wear a brony hat,
How's the,
that alone. But,
how's
you know,
this relevant to your facial hair?
because that's what you got, you know, is, oh, let's go right after that feature, you know. Now,
I wasn't going after you. I was just asking you why you shaved.
yeah, and then you go, dude, man, like, oh, man, you fucking shaved, man. I do that from
Oh,
time to time.
You giant pussy.
You know, some people prefer, prefer their lobster, clean shaven, you know.
But I don't.
Just saying, you know. But yeah, I mean, first thing,
What are you,
oh, you
child?
shaved, man. No, but you're
Well, you
acting
shaved.
like one.
Is that inaccurate?
Well, you are. What?
No. Is that inaccurate? Did you shave or did you not shave?
Yeah, sure I did. But
Well,
it was
there
your
you go.
attitude, young man. It was your attitude.
Listen, you're not my
You're
father.
Well, if I
I mean, you're old
was,
enough to be
and
my
let me
father.
tell you right now, hell, I'm probably old enough to technically be your granddaddy, you know, so
Yeah, you are.
don't push your luck, you know.
My grandfather is actually 76 right now, so.
Well, I'm not that old, but mathematically I could be your grandpa.
You're older than that.
Oh shit.
Not older than 60.
So tell me, how was the Mongol Empire? Was that cool?
Oh.
Mhm.
I'm fucking with you, I'm sorry.
Man,
What?
when you were kids, I'll bet you they didn't have bicycles even, man.
I bet you when you were a kid, the Dead Sea was only sick.
Atheist Ranger, by the way, Atheist Ranger.
Yes.
By the way, you're welcome. I took the heat off of you. You know, they were fucking with you, and so.
Oh, I'm
you know,
I'm used
By
to
the
it.
Let's get
By
back
the
to
way,
that.
Oh, I
Ranger,
know.
you're a faggot.
I just thought it was very disrespectful. You know, I started to come in this room and I was going to say something like, "Oh, what a fine gathering of young men, you know, young gentlemen, young thinking minds and everything, right?" And then I saw that Stalinist brony guy in there, you know, and I thought, well, there we go, right back in the sewer of humanity again, you know.
Yeah,
So then I saw them going after you. And Atheist Ranger is always here. He's a guy that likes to share information and free thought, you know, and I don't know.
But
It's
doesn't change the
I don't know
fact
how
that
you
he's a
do it, man.
faggot.
Yeah,
Well-
Patrick, here's the thing. When you came in, I have to admit, you look like a much sexier version of Marilyn Monroe.
Marilyn Monroe.
Thank you.
I'm so done.
You're welcome.
You guys are the greatest. Except for Atheist
Okay.
Ranger. But other than that, you guys are the
Atheist
greatest.
Ranger, you suck, buddy. But let's pick on someone else for a minute. Logic Tree.
Slut. Yes.
Hey, Logic Tree, you're a
You suck
slut.
too, buddy.
Oh,
Why haven't
yeah.
you been putting up videos, Logic Tree? It's been
What?
a while. It's been a while.
It's been a
Since you
week.
did since you did one of your, your old Logic Tree videos. I'm pretty sure the last
like
one
my
was
old
Lacey
Logic
Green.
Tree videos? Well,
Yeah.
yeah, it's one of my old Logic Tree videos. It would be a long while.
Dude, screw you. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I have a short one written out with a script, but I'm doing philosophy and I'm doing speech too, so I'm swamped.
You
Yeah,
should do a video about
and
swamps.
you
Go
know,
ahead.
can I respond to that? You know, and I'm not speaking for him, but you know, when how many? By the way, who said that? H&H? Who was it that had made that comment?
I believe that was, unless you're talking about what
Oh,
Logic
yeah.
Tree said.
No. It's just like, oh, you ought to make videos like this and stuff, you know. And I notice you have a show. I get that, and so I will retract slightly on what I'm about to say. But you know, it's like a lot of people. I know people that make videos, and like when I do videos,
I
I
figured
do
out
them
who
when I
you
feel
were
like
talking
it.
about.
Yeah, and other people, they're working on stuff, but like there's other things going on, right? And I have one friend that he gets emails, man. Dude, man, you know what? You said you were gonna make a video 3 months ago, man. What the fuck, right? He's read some of these private messages to me, right? I'm like, it's like, God, they have private lives, you know. They have other things going on, you know. So anyway, but you actually have a show. So.
And
Anyway.
I'm totally trolling.
I figured out
him.
I know who you look like. Dude, when you're shaven like that, you look exactly like Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah.
You see it?
A little bit.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Hey.
do.
He looks like Ozzy Osbourne.
You know, okay. You know what I've heard about this latest this Black Sabbath tour that's out is that the band sounds great, but but early on the band sounds great, but Ozzy sounds like shit.
Well, yeah, he's like.
And this is
64.
coming from. Yeah, I think Ozzy's personally myself. I think Ozzy should have stopped going on stage a while back, you know, because he's nothing like Ozzy I remember. He's not even Ozzy of 15 years ago, you know. So yeah, it's about time. They said he started doing what I used to like to call the Frank Sinatra, you know, making up words, you know, and changing the lyrics around and stuff, and you know, very noticeable. So it ends up in reports and stuff like that. But they said maybe Sharon can get him sober again or whatever the fuck is wrong with him to finish this tour. But it looks like this is probably going to be.
I don't think he's ever been sober in his life. I think he was born with a heroin needle in his arm.
The problem is he's too sober.
Yeah, he doesn't know what to do with himself. He's so sober he's gotten old. You know.
It's like, I don't know if you guys are Futurama fans, but there was the one episode where Bender gets sober and he's actually drunk. With Ozzy Osbourne, it's the same.
Yeah.
Drunk to be normal.
Yeah.
That's a great
Right.
episode.
That was my excuse for doing drugs for a lot of years, man. I gotta do this every day, man. I'm at work.
Yeah, you actually have to be a responsible adult like me.
Ooh, Theodore Shubat. Oh man, I would love.
Yes.
Oh,
You
man.
suck, Atheist Ranger. Why?
Oh
Why?
man.
Great.
Yeah,
I
forbidden.
thank you.
I don't know, man. Let's have a Theodore Shubat feature presentation, man. I mean, it's always enjoyable to see this young man spew his slime of, you know.
He's an ex-Muslim, by the way.
Who's this turd dropping?
So that makes him anything any different?
No, I'm just saying, it's kind of weird. Like, he used to be Muslim,
used
and now
to be
he's
a
a
Muslim.
Christian theocrat.
Yeah, he used to be a Muslim cocksucker. Now he's a Christian dickhead. You know, I mean, you know.
have a society that is so collectively adamant about this, then you have this.
Can you guys hear it?
Is this part of the comedy video playlist?
This is comedy. Let's be honest.
No. Well, no, it's not.
People don't understand. Sorry.
Them up. This happens a lot in Serbia, it happens in Poland, it happens in Georgia, not the state of Georgia, the country. It happens in
I've
Russia.
seen this.
The people who are
The drunken peasants did this.
punished because the
I
society
don't know.
Yes, Ranger.
Let's not
to the
be-
drunken peasants.
Let's get like
have
cool
laws
shit,
that
man.
can't hit somebody because they're homosexual.
Like
No
semi-naked
law
things and drugs involved and
lets
like bad decisions in life, you know.
go right in the hearts of the people. So if there's
He's a
laws right in
bad
the hearts of
decision. Making this video for him was a really bad decision.
the people who are fighting this evil.
Having that caterpillar mustache was a bad decision.
Exactly.
This is a weird.
I think his father's decision not to like blow his load on his mother's face that day was just a totally bad decision.
And even though his beard covers his chin, it looks like a full neck beard, not a chin beard.
Oh, I hate neck beards. Oh,
he has a shirt that says San Francisco, but that shouldn't he not? Because that city's full of sodomites.
San Francisco, open your golden gates. Here I come for you.
Says a lot about you, Theodore.
Oh my.
Ooh,
Unless you're Amish, don't grow a fucking chin. Unless you're Amish, don't grow a neck beard.
Did he say that, or did somebody in the room say that?
I said that.
Oh, okay.
Theodore Schubat's here with us.
It kind of looked like Schubat said that, and I'm like, dude, man, pot, kettle, black,
Like I said, he's got the caterpillar mustache. It looks like shit. He's got nothing from the lip down to his beard. Either if you can't grow a full beard or full goatee, go clean shaven.
You know what I see? When I see a lot of people like this, and this might sound like silly and sarcastic, but I'm seriously being true. When I see a lot of people like this that are that fucking angry about sodomites, or it's not even closeted homosexual and stuff. They got rejected a lot in life because they were dickheads, or maybe just awkward in the beginning, right? Maybe just awkward, and girls laughed at them a little bit, right? And then he started this shit, and then he's an angry guy that's probably never seen real women's titties, And
But hey, I'm not a Christian theocrat, so.
Yeah, but you wear that brony thing on your head too, so you have that's your loophole
but
card,
here's the thing.
So.
That's the thing. I've learned.
I know. I don't give a fuck.
No, I've learned the magic of friendship.
Oh yeah, and okay, I will accept that. That's probably one of the best things I've ever heard come out of your mouth. Without being a smartass. That was actually a very good. I think we should timestamp this.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Stalinist Brody says something faggy.
Oh, this guy here, he's
to be the next president of the United States. Would you welcome Rafael Cruz?
Look at his eyes. He needs to go back to China.
Oh my god.
Oh, he's bringing Rafael Cruz up first? Holy shit, man. This guy's a nut wagon.
Oh.
That's an insult to nutwagon.
See, this is why Ted Cruz, there is no fucking way in this world. I really don't give, well, he wants to do this, and he says this, and, and Christian or not, that's his dad, and his dad feeds him this shit. His dad thinks that his son is the reincarnation of Jesus Christ, literally, right? That shouldn't happen.
I work with a couple of guys who are very devout Christians, and when they found out I was an atheist, they were really shocked. I live in Northern Virginia, so I deal with a lot of devout Christians. But anyway, this one guy that I work with, when I told him about how I object to Christianity, and just in religion in general, when I told him about Christian dominionism, he had absolutely no clue what I was talking about. And I said, hey, listen to Raphael Cruz. He's a Christian Dominionist. And a couple days later, it's like, man, you were right. I had no idea that people like this were out there.
Well, I mean,
You're
like, think
breaking
of
up.
anything. Think of... No, he's not. I heard him fine.
Oh, no, I thought he cut his mic. Never mind, I'm sorry.
But, like, think of any ideology you could possibly think of, and there's someone out there. Anything you could conceive in your mind.
I mean, I'm sure there's someone who even likes Atheist Rangers videos.
Exactly.
One person.
Yes.
I do.
Hey, I subscribe to him out of total pity, right?
I did too.
This is an open.
I don't even know why I'm here.
Unsubscribe to all of you.
You're not subscribed to me, are you?
This guy's asking, is this an open hangout? Meanwhile, the link to the hangout's in the same comment.
I know.
Running.
Dude, click on the link, dude.
I was sharing with you, my son Ted spent 6 months in prayer, 6 months seeking the Lord, because this is a decision that had to come from the Lord. It had to be a direction.
Well, he clearly wasn't fasting for 6 months.
At the end of those 6 months, the whole family, we were at Ted's church in Houston. And after church, we went to the pastor's office. His senior staff was with us. We spent 2 hours on our knees at his pastor's office. And I remember the final word.
Spent 2 hours on his knees. Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Final words. Yeah, you mind moving your nuts so I can see?
He spent 2 hours on his knee. It wasn't a pastor's office, it was my office.
Oh. Why did
spend
it
2 hours on his knees?
And when he gets on his knees, it's not for praying.
I was a catcher. When I played baseball, I was a catcher. It was hard enough going through 3 outs just squatting.
Thank you.
Ted
I was the
Cruz is
same
a
way.
catcher.
I wasn't a catcher, I was a shortstop. So.
Hey, we've all done a bit of every fucking position, I think, at times, you know.
I've
Is
never
this
been a
all
catcher.
still a
I've played
sex
every
metaphor?
position except a catcher, but I was mainly shortstop.
Yes, Logic Tree, it's still a sexual discussion.
Yeah, you were just a... Dude, you were just a bucket, you know, I mean...
I was. How'd you know?
As if a cloud of the Holy Spirit descending upon that room. And all of a sudden, we were all...
What you felt was the drugs I put in your fucking drink, not anything about the Holy
I
Spirit.
got down on my knees in prayer and I felt something move inside me. The Holy Spirit.
No, it was my penis.
Nope. Well, that's what I named your penis, the Holy Spirit.
Okay, cool.
God has raised him up for such a time as this.
We are in the midst right now.
Oh, fuck no, I can't watch that.
Oh, hallelujah, praises, amen.
I can't watch that bullshit.
Jesus, I know you're busy right now. I really do, and I hate to bother you. But I got a question. I got 5 guys here right now. We've got 2 chicks in the back, right? How much liquor are we going to need, do you think, God? And how many drugs? And do we need to get some more hookers? And what about a band? Thank you, Jesus.
Let's get a bunch of strong, burly men to lay hands on Raphael Cruz.
Strongly lay their hands on him in a totally non-homosexual, totally manly way.
This is platonic.
You know? Yes.
It's platonic.
Just like in the fraternity when we were just doing initiations. It's a totally non-homosexual spanking or feel-up, you know, but yeah, sure, you know.
I am Hans, and I am Antonio. We are here to help you get out your gay urges with lots of manly activities, like wrestling, and weightlifting, and oiling up each other's bodies.
And of
That's
course,
homosexual.
you start with the oils, and which is a totally non-homosexual thing because you're sliding off of each other, which, you know, creates distance at times.
Well, we wrestled. I tried to grab you. Oops, slip. It's so fun.
Oh, let me try again.
See how much fun we're having not being gay?
This is so much exercise. We should make this a sport.
What am I
Can't
listening
even
to?
get the grip on him.
Ooh, look, if I get him confined into a ring, he can't run forever.
Is that Drew Carey?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, back when he was somewhat funny.
Colin's mother, yes, I must tell the truth. When she was nursing Colin, her milk was
Turn it
Oh,
off.
yuck
Turn it off.
humor.
What
Oh,
the
come on,
fuck?
man. Let's do yuck jokes, man. What's next? Knock jokes and, you know,
Oh, I
What
like
am I
it.
looking at?
family entertainment. Fuck's sake, man.
Shit
I'm
from
on
the 90s.
ABC Family right now, man. Let's
Look,
get some
here's
trashy
the
shit,
problem.
man.
The problem with all these comedians is they all seem to be from episodes of Comedy Central Presents from the '90s. And you see, the thing about the '90s, it was the last era where clean comedians were around, because after 9/11, all comedy went dark as shit.
Well, yeah.
Play some Sam Kinison or something. I mean, is this like a like sociology lesson or whatever? So,
Are you trying to torture us, man?
when clean comedy officially died or some shit? Sure, it's fun sometimes. Yuck. I'll be watching. I'll go, oh, there's an old episode of, you know. But oh no, come on, really? Throw some Sam Kinison up there, man. Anything.
I fucking love Who's Line.
Oh my god.
Oh, I want to kill myself, man. That's yuck Uncle Johnny humor, you know.
I love it.
Oh my god. Where are the toilet? Where's the people that is it? Hey, show of hands, man. Who likes the dirty shit, man? Come on. Let's see hands. Come on.
We were just joking about gay sex.
Yes.
The kind of jokes that are gonna appease this crowd.
Yeah, man.
You want some dirty jokes?
Yeah, get some filthy shit up there, man.
You want a dirty joke?
I know.
Atheist Ranger.
Oh, you, dude.
God, man. No wonder.
That crossed the line. What's wrong
Well,
with you?
yeah. And the only thing he can phone is some kid at school that has a speech impediment.
I know, right? Well, no, he's the only one that will fucking argue with me.
Yeah, there's a reason.
Yeah, he stood up to me like, well, I'm cool with everyone else. Like, yeah, I'll fucking hang out with fucking.
Or maybe people just go, fuck
yeah,
it,
maybe
man.
they pay me. I don't know.
They pushed the special ed kid out in front of you.
Yeah, it's like fucking. Well, I'm the fucking kid that goes around telling 9/11 jokes and shit. So there's that.
No, everyone tries to kill themselves eventually.
Stalinist Brony has the worst shame. He's a brony.
I am. You're right.
He's gonna be lonely very early in life. Very often.
I already am lonely. I don't know what you're talking about. Why do you think I'm here with Atheist Ranger? Oh, jeez.
That's true. Everyone here except Reese is lonely.
Yeah, I'm never lonely.
Neither am I.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, because you have all these fucking. You have all of a. Logic Tree got too lonely. But fucking. All of us are like fucking misfits that just come to your hangout.
What happened to Logic Tree? What in the world?
I kid you not, I actually have met a couple online who wants me to join them.
My ass.
No, I'm serious.
No, that couple. No, I'm serious too. My ass. That is my ass. Those are my ass.
It was worded so vague. A couple wants you to join them.
No, it was.
Is this like a swinger thing? What the?
Yes, it was a swinger thing. It happened a few days ago.
Grrr. Hey, you know what? I got a friend too, man. You wanna come over here? Bring your wallet and a lot of money and stuff, because you know.
The funny thing is,
and the weed, man.
And when you come through the door, we'll just beat the shit out of you and take your money and roll you outside. And I don't know.
No, the funny thing is, it was the husband who offered.
So what you're saying is you're only appealing to middle-aged homosexual men.
I wasn't middle-aged.
Yeah, he's married.
I get being, approached by, swingers. Swingers have been around forever, but there's been swingers magazines and stuff. But, you know, what you meet somebody online, and this is one thing I don't understand anymore. You meet somebody online, and then you go out with them, you know, and it's like you have no idea what this person is. You have no. It's like crapshoot, you know. I mean, and sure, you know, it's the way people do it now. But you see a lot of articles and news stories about, you know, people getting, I don't know, assaulted, shot, raped, killed. You know, I mean, and it's like, what happened? Well, or divorces even. You get some of these shows, right? Or just relationships that don't work out. You know, one person was looking for a hookup, and you know, the other person wasn't, and one person got pregnant, and you know, just all this drama, man. I mean. You meet on the internet, and then people go, I don't know what happened, man. I don't know why it didn't work. You don't know that person.
Exactly.
I mean, oftentimes there's no communication with people. You know, they get into a chat room, and they go, hey, man, meet me at the Shell. You like sex? Yeah, meet me at the Shell station, 7 o'clock. Your pic looks hot, you know? And then they end up on the 6 o'clock news, you know, dead in a fucking bathroom at a Shell station somewhere, you know?
I wouldn't go that far.
I've seen this. No, I've seen these things, you know, and it's like, and then when people say now, you know, I met him on Facebook, you know, it's like, holy crap, man! Google, people have been killed, or you know, just from meeting on Facebook, not just like Harmony.com.
See, we've fucking destroyed Atheist Ranger so bad he's leaving his own stream.
No, he's gonna go talk to the swingers. He's like, you know what? Screw this.
Bring the swingers.
How much you want to bet one of them is like dying of cancer and the other one's morbidly obese?
Either that, or one of them's really young and one of them's really old, and one of them's like, you know what? I can't do it anymore. But you know what? You look like a nice, good young man. You know, to maybe satisfy my young wife. You know, I know she
just realized I'm ripping off Paul's ego right now.
Well, you know, Atheist Ray, think about it. You know, he could be doing it out of humanity. You know, he could be, you know, making sure this old man knows that his wish that his wife will be happy when he dies of cancer or something. You know, so he's just fulfilling a wish, man. So I don't think we should be like judging him too bad. He's being a giver, you know.
Well, if this is like, if your choice to make your wife happy is Atheist Ranger, you've made a bad decision. I'm sorry.
Well,
you might as well just carry on.
You know, just
you want someone whose penis is at least 3 inches.
Look,
like at the very least.
Look, you two got drunk one night, right? Had a little too much to drink. You guys had sex. There was a breakup. Okay. Seems like he's moved on with his life, and you're having a little bit of a problem moving on with yours, young man.
You can't blame Solid. He wasn't satisfied. 3 inches wasn't enough.
Yeah, it wasn't enough for my asshole, man. Like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like, you can fit 2 fists up there. You need more than that.
Well, you know, I may be called stereotyping like this, but, you know, if you would have gone into another community, I'm sure that you would have found some very, very large men with some large phallics that would have been glad to shove it in every orifice of your body.
I know, right?
I know. Calmly, he's like, yeah, I could have done that, man. I could have handled 12 at once, man. I'm a pro.
I am a pro.
Yeah. You know what's going to be sad? Something's going to happen to him one day, right? And they're going to go through his computer. And there's going to be shit like this. And we're all going to get called into court.
Why do we have to kill you? I don't understand.
No, he doesn't have to. No, I'm not saying any of us did. But say, for instance, like something happened to him. You know, he died, or suspicious reasons, or he was involved in something, and somehow something shady was up, you know, and people were questioning everything, and you know, the computer analysts were were going through the everybody's his hard drive and stuff, and in the hard drive there's like a hangout like this, right? and I mean, no matter if he's on the good side of the bad, but whatever, right? And then they start going, we need to find out who the fuck is that kid with that thing? What's that? Oh, that green and purple thing must be evil or something. And oh my God, there's some sort of ritualistic thing going on here, and they would have probably found every one of us at least, right? And somehow or another, we would have ended up doing depositions or something. Well, how did you really know the Stalinist brony? What kind of person? Well, did he ever just? Well, in this hangout, you said, in this hangout, he said, and it's like, oh fuck! I just knew this was going to happen one day, So I'm seeing like this deja vu thing going,
He talked about wanting to take 2 fists up his ass, and so.
Yeah. Well, don't you think that was the cry for help right there? Well, yeah, we all did, but he just insisted that. Two fists weren't enough. He wanted 6. I mean, like, we thought it was just him. We never knew he was going to find some sort of dirty nuclear bomb, and blow up half of Alabama. I mean,
what the fuck are we talking about?
The fact that
we're talking about my future.
Yeah, and just with his attitude, and I'm like, if he ever did something, or if something ever happened, and like computer forensics people had to go through his hard drive, and they found like this hangout or hangouts like this, how they would interpret what was going on in the hangout, like the things that he's saying, and fact that they'd probably want to talk to all of us and. Find out what we
call you into court and be like, so how did you know this Stalinist brony? And do you think that that perhaps he set off a nuclear bomb in the middle of Texas for communistic reasons? And was he, or is he, a member of the Communist Party?
No, because you're already dead because they shot you. But they're asking us.
No, I blew myself up with a nuclear weapon.
But you're in custody or whatever. They're asking us. Like, didn't you see the signs?
Do you know? If he was ever a member of the Communist Party. And your answer would, of course, be, of course he was. What are you talking about?
No, they would go much deeper than that, man. Trust me.
Have you ever had sexual relations with this boy? And your answer would, of course, be yes. I shoved several fists.
I'm not a spiritual
man. You'd be like, that
really.
depends
But if there was
your definition of is.
If there was a God, I have to tell you right now that I would pray to this God for one thing, and that would just, God, I just hope one day that the brony boy gets laid by a real woman and stops being angry like this.
I'm not angry. I always have a smile on my face, especially when I'm like tearing apart Atheist Rager, because he deserves it. It brings joy to my heart.
Gee, I pray to you, oh God. I mean, if you were there, this is.
I pray that Stalinist brony gets laid before he blows up half of Alabama with a dirty radiation bomb.
It's a pretty good prayer.
And he mocks. I think so. Yeah.
And I'm sorry, Logic 3, but no women are ever going to sexually harass you.
That's great.
It's just gonna be dudes from here on out.
For who?
Learn to live with it.
No, because here's the thing, because that always happens to me in real life too. It's always gay men who come for me. It's never.
Well, dude, you are that picture, man. You are one handsome guy, man. And I mean,
you look incredibly homosexual.
No. I'm just saying that's a nice looking picture, and a guy that likes, I can say, yeah, that's a nice looking dude, right? But there's guys that'll look at that like you look at a picture of a chick going, oh, she's hot, right? I could see a guy going, oh, he's cute, right? No, I'm serious. So,
It doesn't matter if you're serious or not, dude. That was funny.
No, but there's going to be guys you're going to think you're cute.
Well, no. It's not that. And like I take I look homosexual as a compliment because they have great fashion sense.
Yeah.
But
no, you don't have the fashion sense of a gay guy. You just have a face.
Oh.
Well, okay. What is gay fashion? I mean,
well,
I know
it's not just that. It's that like
anything Atheist Ranger puts on.
It's that it's that like for instance, like I have like my D&D group is half homosexual. And the DM, his serious. He's trying to
trick him into marrying him. His boyfriend, his name is Felipe, and Felipe is gay fat. And you see, gay fat just means you look like an average. He looks like an average human being. But like straight fat is obese. But he's like gay fat's like he's still muscular. So like they're both really sexy, but not like I don't want to fuck them. But they're sexy.
I'm not gay, guys.
No, I know what you mean. No, I get it. You know, I've seen people of different, like I don't know. I can look at a guy, totally safe with what I actually will and won't do, and go, that's a good looking dude, man. That guy gets a lot of pussy, or something like that,
Well, Logic Tree doesn't. That's the problem.
Well, he probably gets more than you, and that would be, I don't know, maybe
well, I mean,
one
double of nothing is still nothing. Okay.
Well, maybe
zero is still zero.
No, but Jesus, God, your parents ought to cut out your fucking porn subscriptions, man, because you'll never meet a woman that way.
I don't have any porn subscriptions, actually. I just use the free sites.
Oh, yeah, most smart people, that's what we do these days anyway.
Yeah, like, screw subscriptions. What is this shit?
Why do I want to subscribe to your page when I can go here,
Right, why would I go to 18 and abused when I could go to Pornhub?
God. Because they have 18.
Well, so does Pornhub.
That's the first. I get it. There's a lot of genres, You can go,
that was the only subscription porn site I could think of.
But you said the first one out of your mouth is 18 and abused. Really?
Yeah, it's the only subscription one I could think of off the top of my head.
Yeah, but
pretty fucking
that's the first 18 and abused, right? So you go for the girls that are maybe a little bit vulnerable, Yeah, I guess you'd have to because that would be your only chance. But, I mean, your best chance is probably revenge fuck or a mercy fuck, or and you've accepted that this is probably how you'll get it, so you'll take it how you can get it, right?
Right.
Okay.
No, wait. The best part, the best place for that's California girls, California blonde girls. They act like little goody two shoes in public, but they'll let you stick it anywhere. That's something that
even their belly button.
Oh, you'd be surprised, man. I've been to a few parties that freak me out, man. It's like, no.
I find that so amazing how women are, they portray themselves to be, the keepers of sex and so pure and demure. But then everything you get behind the closed doors, it's like, hey, let me chop.
Yeah, but you guys are lucky. You guys get good parties. I went to a high school party on Halloween, okay? And everyone at my school was there. And it was the biggest disappointment ever.
Well,
it was boring as shit.
But you know what you're going to...
There was no alcohol. There was nothing.
But that's the best parties oftentimes
are
the ones...
music. There was no dancing. It was like, what the fuck?
Will you let me finish? The best parties oftentimes are the ones that just fucking happen. People show up. It's a lot of times the best parties are the ones that, holy fuck, how the fuck did this happen?
Right, but that doesn't happen around here. We're all stilted individuals who don't do anything.
Yeah, but I'm sure there's somebody.
No, there is never any parties around here.
I find it really hard to believe that you hang with the coolest crowd at your school. I really honestly.
You want to come? All right, come up here. I will. And I don't hang with them. I talk to them. We're the same. As opposed to when
So
people,
you don't go to all the parties.
There's no parties. I live in a town where I can hear a party literally across the town. I can be on the other side of the town in 5 minutes. On foot.
I've lived in little tiny towns, man. You know what? Where there's two people, thus a party starts, right? It's how it grows from there, I know people that live in Pennsylvania. Trust me, man. People that live out in the country and stuff, and whatever. There's
Tim
parties.
Asked.
What?
Tim asked in chat, and I was answering his question.
Wait, Jim Ass?
You can. Oh, hey,
Jim Ass is here.
Yeah.
Dinor.
And if there's not a party, fucking start one, man. Call people over, man. Have your bag of weed, a bag of coke, some fucking liquor and stuff like that. Say, hey, dude, won't you bring something, right?
Hey, I get paid soon.
And if they want a party, man, if you play, you go, I went to this party at my school, or whatever,
At school, it was at a dude. It was at.
I get it. Everybody was there. The best parties actually are where not everybody's there. It's the people that can keep their mouths shut.
But it was like fucking there was I'd be okay if there was like some music we could fucking bounce to it. It'd be okay.
Oh, so
it wouldn't be a night wasted.
So you want a party where you can dance?
No, not necessarily. If they brought weed or alcohol instead, that'd be cool too. Yeah, so that could bounce to the buzz of the weed. You know what I mean? It's like, dude,
we should just sit there and listen to some Pink Floyd or some.
Fuck yeah, that's what like
Lizzie or something, people. And just get
like 5 people together and just
horribly ripped and shit, and
and that's a party. That's good for me.
But you know what, dude? You can do that by yourself, man. Seriously.
Pink Floyd's not the same. No, being high is not the same when you're alone. Okay, you got to get high with a bunch of people. Yeah, I gotta get high with other people.
Oh man,
the social interactions that you have when you're high, it's great.
I love being high by myself. I get creative. I like to be. I like to entertain myself. I like to see what kind of shit I can get into on YouTube or just stuff I can do. And when I'm really fucking high, man, sometimes I get really fucking weird, And I like that, I'm more creative, I like that, and
that's why pot and magic mushrooms are illegal.
What? Why?
Trying to kill the creativity.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Hey, you know what? More and more, they're finding out positive things about LSD too. LSD got a bad rap. LSD got a bad rap in the '60s, and with the military and stuff.
Well, that's because the CIA was using it on experiments on people.
Oh, I know. Yeah, Edgewood Arsenal. Check out some videos on that. They used to give them acid and tell them,
Everyone knows about Project Butterfly at this point. We don't need an education on this.
I'd be interested.
But then we're supposed to listen to everything that spews out of your mouth and be interested totally?
No.
Look, dude, you wear a fucking thing on your head, right? And
I'm not wearing it right now. I'm just wearing a hood.
You're very hung up on the thing he wears on his head.
You're a brony.
Why are you so obsessed with it?
I know, because it bugs him and
It doesn't bug me. It's just, why are you... I'm not even wearing it.
It does.
Take the bronies to the FEMA camps.
I agree. That's good.
He's an angry kid.
Oh. By the way, I have good news. Bernie Sanders and Hillary are tied nationwide.
That's not good news. Bernie should be winning.
Yeah.
Don't call that good news.
Well, gee whiz, it's not even New Hampshire yet, and winning and look, Bernie, there's going to be something. I don't know. I do so feel for this country. Oh my God, I feel a little peaked right now. Oh. We're fucked, Look, if Bernie Sanders gets elected, right, he's going to have more shit than Obama did, because Bernie Sanders doesn't have the Democrats on his side. He doesn't have the Republicans on his side, right? Sure, he's a Democrat, right? But there's a lot of people that, instead of having one major party that doesn't work with you, he's going to have two, right? Because nobody's as liberal as Bernie Sanders, right? I think he's going to have a lot more problems implementing things than Obama would have.
Sure. Absolutely, because Bernie Sanders, much like how Ron, as a counterpart to Ron Paul was on the Republican side, they just used the party ticket as to get themselves in Congress, because without them there was no game. They couldn't get in.
Well, the only reason why Rand Paul did it is the only way he could possibly get elected to anything.
Well, I'm actually referring to Ron Paul's father.
Okay, either one.
But either of them, but both of them, they're technically outsiders, and they.
Oh yeah.
They could not get. Bernie Sanders, for all intents and purposes, as well as Ron Paul, they were independents. But,
Right.
But in order to get into Congress, in order to get any kind of political, clout, they had to use the party ticket in order to actually get into the game.
Yeah.
So,
Who was doesn't Bernie Sanders, didn't he still identify as an independent before before this presidential thing?
yes, he did. Before, I think it was
Because I remember I was watching a show one day, and they were talking about the independents that have been elected, right? And Bernie Sanders and God, I forgot the other person. The spin on them was like total. They want total anarchy. They want they want you to do this, and the independents, the socialists. I remember hearing about. They were like warning sign, shows, and look out for these people. Sure, they have nobody now, but they're on their way. They're sneaking in, like the Communist Party type, the Red Scare type shit. But
so is Bernie put on this thing.
But when you take gangs, you've got either the Bloods or the Crips.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I get it. Yeah, and that's the sad thing is people feel as if they have to pick one or the other. Right.
Stalinist brony, the first time I saw that, I did not think it was a brony thing. I thought it was a Squirtle thing.
Yeah, it looks like it's
Rainbow Dash.
It's a Pokemon.
I do like Squirtle. I have a Squirtle shirt too, so I don't know where it is, but
I just thought he had issues.
I do have issues.
Well, that's pretty true.
No, when I saw that, I was like, and like I told him before, I said, I do understand why people make fun of bronies, right? I get it, right? But,
I did too.
But but most bronies that come on and stuff like that, most bronies that get made fun of get made fun of probably by other bronies, right? Because they're idiots,
right?
Or they're the lunatic fringe of the group type thing.
It's not even a group. Like the brony label is just I'm interested in X. It's not like a homogeneous identity.
On a Stalinist brony, on the brony scale, where would you rank someone who gets like
on the scale
naked,
of what?
I don't know. Anyone you can make
no,
up
like
right
1
on the
to
spot.
like is it this a 1 to 10 thing, or is it like 10 is the weirdest and 1 is the
a
weakest?
1 to 100, a 1 to 100 thing.
Okay.
It gives you a lot of room. So a dude who like strips down naked but puts like hooves on his hands, like plastic hooves on his hands and feet, dyes his hair blue, and goes up to these brony conventions, because I'm remembering a very iconic picture of a brony
I
that
would
Daniel
rate that
Tosh
102.
showed. Okay.
Wow.
Like I would never dream of doing that ever.
It'll make this hangout so much better, though. Do it for us.
You're right. But I don't have any of the supplies necessary, so I'm just gonna have to get ass naked.
Go buy it.
No, I'll just get ass naked. It'll be fine.
Okay, Atheist Rancher will appreciate that. That'll bring at least like 1 million views.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Brony gets ass naked on a hangout.
Hi,
Headlines
Sherry.
everywhere.
What did
Hi,
you say,
Sherry.
Logic?
I was just saying hi to Sherry. Sherry?
Shari, how are
Sherry.
you this evening,
Hi,
madam?
Logic. Hi, Patrick. Hi, Brony. Hi, everyone. Ranger. Who else we got in here? Grant.
Listen, Forbidden Thinker.
It's true.
Anyway. So what were you saying, Patrick? Facehole?
Who, me?
Yeah, what verbal
love the
diarrhea were you about to
between
spill
you
over
two.
me?
It's very entertaining.
Just... Fuck, man, I don't know. That was...
It bothers me, huh? Uh-huh.
You just... and quite frankly, I don't care if it bothers you or not. I just had fun with it.
Yeah, go ahead. Keep going. Okay.
No, I'm saying, and that's what's good. I mean, like I said, a lot of the bronies, they get upset, right? They go, don't make fun of us and stuff like that, and then they act
ones
like,
that are like
and they're
supremacists.
and they're the ones that like cry and shit on the fucking internet and go, man, I'm tired of people making fun of bronies, man, and that's not cool, man, and you guys got to stop. See, these are the ones I make fun of. These are because those are the ones that are funny. You put the shit on your head and said, yeah, sure, I'll probably never get laid my entire life unless I pay for sex, right? But I also wear a fucking hat, you know, and if you don't like it, you know,
you fuck off, you know what I mean?
my social life is over, and
No, the way that Patrick explained that trade-off, sure, I'll never have sex unless I pay for it, but I also wear a hat.
It's all worth
Well, I
it.
mean, you know, it's all about, like, it's your priorities, man.
yeah.
And my
And you know
priorities
what?
are I like to wear blue hats.
There will be a time, right, where he will be at a Comic-Con or whatever the fuck they call the things where bronies go, or whatever type of
BronyCon.
events. Yeah, BronyCon, whatever. And
Well,
there
I
will be
think,
this,
hey,
and there will be
I
this
think they would
cute
be
little
fine with
brony
bronies.
girl. There, yeah, and there will be this cute little brony girl, or some girl that understands bronies or puts up with bronies, and it'll be cute for a while and stuff, you know. And
Until it
so,
inevitably falls apart because reasons.
No, what you need to do is find a chick whose parents forbade her forever dating a brony, from ever dating a brony. And by the time she's
That's
an
genius.
adult, she'll be like, I only will do the brony.
I can live with that.
well, Mom, you didn't. You told me not to bring home a black man. You never told me not a brony.
I have the perfect girl. She's in the she's in the YouTube app right now.
Do I even want to know?
Are we talking about Atheist Ranger? I'm confused.
Yeah, we're talking about atheist.
Somebody play it if they want.
Oh, yeah, we have to open the app.
I watched that just before I came
The
in
audience,
here.
I have to warn you, the audience will not be able to see anything that is played through the YouTube
That's
app.
true. Someone might as well just like screen share it.
Oh yeah, come on, man, please.
Okay, I can do that. Probably
Alright,
don't
cool.
want me to, but
No, do it. I'm down now. You got me going.
Come on, man.
this thing, I got a bump on my forehead now from my desk flying up into it, you know?
Yes, your desk flew and hit your face.
Yes, here, hang on, let me get to
That's what I told the officer. I swear it's what I told the officer, honey.
Okay, let's get the screen share going here. Here. Where is it?
I'm gonna bring you up so that you're always on my screen so that I can see this shit.
Come on, thing.
This is bound to be great, isn't it?
Oh, it's so horrible. I just can't even begin. Come on.
Ooh, doggy. Doggy.
Hi,
Every time I
doggy.
hear a bark now, my instinct is to kiss it, because like when I walk into the door, my puppies will like come up on my leg and I'll be like kisses, and then they'll like lick my nose and stuff. It'll be great. That's how I greet my dogs. MGTOW round table. She knew joined this call. Well, that is a mouthful.
This is sure to be enlightening.
Yes, it is.
What's up, man?
Okay, there it is.
How's it going, buddy? So I was speaking to this guy before.
Mr. MGTOW?
Yeah.
And what is his occupation? What type of thing does he do on the interwebs in this community? What is his message?
Alright, let's see this.
I think he does like anime stuff. I believe.
My voice is so weird today. Again, insufficient usage of my vocal cords and insufficient level of alcohol. I'm not wearing any bottoms. I am not drunk enough for this. I need to buy white wine. I have white wine. Okay, so this is what I did. In order to figure out where is the sun, because with this whole satellite mystery, as I dig deeper, I'm not digging, I am falling headfirst into the rabbit hole of
What is going on?
fantastical. Sparkle sound.
Sparkle sounds.
I have sort of a pretty erection right now. For some strange reason. A sparkly one. I don't know
so
why. It's
confused.
scaring me.
Erection.
Like I'm reading the title and listening to the sounds, and it's not meshing.
And that's how he made so many discoveries. if he let all this narrow-minded Edison and Waterhouse Cooper, no.
Yeah, it really does make no sense.
What the
Company,
fuck am I watching?
energy for everyone.
The energy turd, everyone.
Some chick on some mushrooms, man.
Yeah.
Maybe it is. My story is.
She's got to be tripping hard, you know.
What would make a test like you? So I've been thinking about it. And trying to
This
figure
would
out.
definitely be not a good opportunity to like ask her if she'd like to have sex or something.
You know what's weird? She actually sounds exactly like my psychology professor.
Probably is your psychology professor.
No, she looks like a much younger version of her.
Okay, raise your hand if you didn't have a psychology professor that at least one that wasn't a little weird to begin with.
Well, no. This is the person that I had was a crazy woman who believed in energy work. And in magic.
Super high up.
Okay, I would not take a course from that person.
That seems to be this person.
She has sparkles.
I know.
Take it down to something
And she looks like she looks like a chick that probably does a little anal too. You know what I'm saying?
I was watching it at first. I was convinced she was a Poe, but I watched it all the way through, and I just, if it's Poe, damn, it's good.
What you need to do is send that to the drunken peasants for Troll or Not a Troll.
Well, I think the whole channel, it looks like. I checked it out. It looks like more of this sort of thing. I haven't gone to another video. I was scared.
You know, instead of sending that to the drunken peasants, you know, I think, I just a suggestion, maybe sending this to Red Lion to fuck his head up a little bit. Because he's good at debunking, but how the fuck do you debunk this?
Yeah, this
No.
is
Send this to RWW.
Gentlemen, I think we have some sharing to do.
And the three lengths are the same.
My dad is
And
burning
then
something on the stove right now.
where you've measured the 60-degree angle, then you know that the angle at the top.
I don't know how I ended on it even. I just it came in somewhere, and I thought I would look at it.
You know, I gotta tell you one thing. Back where I come from, they call this lulz farming. You know.
Figuring out.
Rhode Island?
Alright, I'm done with this nonsense. I can't take it.
Apparently, sir, you do not understand the fine art and the lost art of the lulz farming. Doesn't necessarily mean Rhode Island. It can be anywhere, man. I mean, there are lulz dairy farms everywhere in this world, man.
Sheree, stop it. I can't take it.
Yeah, sure. That's kind of.
And on that note, Atheist Ranger, I actually have to be going.
Oh gosh, you're busting out the drawings.
Thanks for taking the
Yeah, thanks for coming.
It's like she decides, just to summarize the rest of it, she decides somehow that because the Earth the Sun is only 4,000 miles away, that the Earth has to be flat because that's how her 60-degree angles will work.
Except the Sun
I'm just like, bang,
isn't
bang.
4,000 miles away. It's much farther than that and a lot bigger.
Yeah. But anyway, I think that, you know, even as a brony, you could get laid there, you know?
No thanks.
Yeah, there's a place. There you go, man. See, you know what? Actually, that is a life lesson for you, Solomon. That's a life lesson. You found the place that you will not go. You know, I mean,
Well, there's plenty of places I won't go. Like,
I'm proud of you.
Well, yeah, but now you're
like Atheist Ranger. I won't go
shedding
anywhere.
you're shedding that exterior and everything a little bit, you know, and you're being a little bit more vulnerable, and we're seeing a more human side to you, you know. So it's okay, you know. You don't have to be angry all the time.
You are insulting me right now.
It's okay, man. And I really.
You have to be angry all the time because that's my persona on YouTube. I'm not like this in real life.
But what is a persona? Who gives this to people? Who made your persona? Who made your persona? You made your persona. So you made an angry persona, right? You made an angry persona. Why do you feel like you need to be angry?
because that's the type of comedy that I like. So naturally, that'd be the type of thing that I'd be
So
interested
it's
in
funny to you
doing.
just to like yell at people, and it's funny. That's comedy to you.
Yes, it is actually.
That's what you find funny. That's the only thing you find funny.
Well,
There's
that and
nothing else.
slapstick.
There's nothing else in life besides slapstick. There's nothing else in life that you find entertaining or funny. That you can pattern your humor towards.
Okay, do you see my hat?
Yes.
Yeah, and I don't think this kind of humor would jive. Like the type of humor that is present in this program would jive with the type of circles I run with. Like, do you see the disconnect here?
But why does it have to be an angry person? Why can't it be a more, yuck type, laugh? I mean, could you create that persona?
I don't know how to do that.
You have
like,
to want to change,
man. This is the type of comedy that I'm familiar with and can do. Okay, this is the type of entertainment I can do. I can't
Why are
do.
you
I can't
angry?
be clever because I'm not clever.
You're angry.
I'm not angry. You're gonna get me angry in a second because I'm gonna explain this.
It's your persona you've created. So somehow this is some sort of a personality that you've developed that maybe somehow that you've like hidden, and this is some sort of a vehicle to express it, your anger. And I'm just trying to find out what exactly you're really angry about.
Literally nothing.
So why the anger persona?
Because that's oh my god. Let me walk you through this step by step, okay, old man?
Okay.
I've created a persona that matches the type of comedy that I like and the type of comedy I can do.
Who said you can do this comedy?
Well, no one. Not even me. But this is the only thing I'm familiar with in terms of comedy. This is the type of comedy that I would be able to do.
Uh-huh.
I am not clever enough for, like, a clever sort of witty comedy, okay?
Right.
I'm not clever enough for that.
I know, I see.
I've gone with a more
yourself credit
vulgar
for absolutely
route.
nothing in life, man.
I've gone a more vulgar route, because that's what I feel I can do.
Because it's easy, right?
Right, because I'm not like
So you're not trying. So in other words, you don't really like to strive for anything. You like to do with what you're comfortable with, right?
Well,
you never
with
like
my
to go
YouTube
outside
channel,
of the
yeah.
box. Yeah. So
with my YouTube channel, yeah.
So change is change. So everything in your life is really groovy and happy and everything, but then on YouTube you decide to be an angry person. I still don't understand that.
Okay. Do I need to like send you a nice Microsoft Word document with like a timeline or like a chart?
Well, you're explaining. You're telling me that
Maybe
you're
I should get
angry
some
and you enjoy
flashcards.
angry. You keep telling me that you're angry and you enjoy angry thing, but nothing about your life seems to be angry. So I'm seeing, where do you get your inspiration for your anger from? Is what I'm trying to get to, actually.
The inspiration for my angry persona is probably along the lines of like listening to a lot of heavy metal and probably people like The Amazing Atheist.
What you listen to heavy metal and get angry?
No, I don't get angry when I listen to heavy metal. I just want to headbang.
Well,
I
you
don't
just
feel
said
any emotions.
angry.
It's
You
just...
said angry. You said angry.
Well, because it's a vulgar, aggressive music.
Not all of it, no.
He said he gets his.
Well, the type I listen to, yes.
He said it doesn't make him mad. It gives him inspiration.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. I see it. Yeah. And
so, do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
I'm not done yet.
Where did you get your psychology degree?
I've never claimed to have a psychology.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I'm making observations. I've taken a little psychology, but I've never claimed to be a psychologist. I'm making observations. I'm just
okay. You make your observation. Okay, next question. Let's go.
Whoa, guys, be nice. Okay.
We're cool. Everything is cool here. Everything is cool here.
But see, I listen to heavy metal, and I get excited, I get adrenalized, but I like heavy metal music that is hard driving, like White Snake or 80s shit, when heavy metal is still fun.
In addition to listening to like the 80s stuff, I also listen to things like Slipknot and Marilyn Manson and Rob Zombie.
Yeah. I saw Zombie when he was playing with oh shit, now it's my memory is kicking in here, you know. Anyway, but yeah, I've seen, yeah, but no, it's just you're angry. I've just never understood why you were angry.
There's no really a why to it, okay?
Sometimes there's no
It's
reason.
not real anger. It's just me yelling, really. There's no like real emotion behind it.
So when you turn off the internet, you're like, okay, show's over. Boom. Hey, everybody, I'm back.
Yeah,
you
you've
know?
talked to me in private before. Am I angry at all?
Yeah, sometimes.
No, I'm chill. I'm chill.
But you still got that angriness, you know. Yeah. So.
I just sit down. Like, as soon as the camera shuts off, I play video games, and that's it. I listen to music.
Saying,
That's my
man,
life.
blood pressure later in life, man, is coming back to haunt you, man. Just don't be so angry, man. You know, have a few yucks.
I'm not.
Oh my God, Patrick!
I don't understand where you get this, like. I don't see why you're connecting my personality on here to my personality elsewhere. I don't see why that there has to be a connection.
Wait a minute. So your persona on YouTube isn't the same as in your real life?
No.
Really?
No.
What's different?
Well, I'm a lot shyer for one.
Explain, how are you shy?
I'm probably a lot more. I don't know. I don't like. I can't public speak in front of a crowd, but I can do it on here.
Well,
okay?
Public speaking is something that everybody. They say that a lot of people actually, and there's been statistics about this, that a lot of people fear public speaking in public more than they actually fear death. And you can actually find that as an actual Googled thing.
Right, but I do things like I'll
yeah.
play. There's this local band that my uncle plays for called Wendy and the Lost Boys. Okay, and I've been able to play with them like in front of a crowd, playing my guitar. Right, we were playing Wagon Wheel. Okay, and like and I've done it so many times, I shouldn't be that afraid of it anymore, but I still am because I'm a lot more shy in real life than I am on here.
Well, is it shy or is it adrenaline when you're on stage?
Real quick,
Not really.
I just want to say,
it's not like a huge crowd. This isn't like a band that's like filling.
But it could be adrenaline too. You know how to handle the adrenaline. You know, it's an adrenaline
I don't
rush.
know. I feel adrenaline for. I wouldn't say it's the same feeling, but you might be right.
Patrick wants to say something.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt. I just want to say, Atheist Ranger, I'm glad you're still here. I saw your invite, and I'm sorry I had to decline. Literally seconds ago, we just hung up on the Unseen Podcast Google Hangout, so I'm just glad you're still here, and I didn't mean to interrupt. I'm going to mute now.
Okay.
Good to see you, Patrick.
How did the Unseen Podcast go, Patrick?
It went great.
Man, derailing the topic.
Let those guys carry on their conversation. I'll come back.
Okay, go. John, Pat, go ahead.
I've lost my train of thought, man. I swear.
Okay.
Oh my God, what kind of hangout are you running here, man? Just like, oh my God, I'm serious. I might file papers, man. I feel disrespected. And you know what, Stalin is? I think you should feel disrespected too, man. I think this is the way we were just treated. I mean, I'm filing papers, man. I'm telling you right now.
I'm calling my lawyer, man.
Papers, I'm filing them all, man. I've got lots of papers to file.
Anything else?
Pretty much.
That's it. I'm actually quite like that in real life. I'm like very, I wouldn't say shy, but I'm pretty much a loner in real life.
See, I have a lot of acquaintances, but only like 2 people I consider friends. Okay?
Yeah, I'm the same way.
And I've told you about both of them. I got a kid named Luke and a kid named Brady, and Brady got stabbed last year, so that was pretty traumatizing for me. Maybe that's why I'm so angry. Because my best friend got stabbed, but you know, whatever.
I make friends in the grocery store, you know. I go to pick up my pizza when I pick up if they have a carry-out special, you know. I talk to everybody, man, you know. I'm sitting if I'm at the waiting room at the VA, man, if you're sitting next to me, that's your dumb luck, man, because you're about ready to have a conversation with me.
See, I won't do that. I only have conversation with people if I know your name. If I know your name, that's enough. But if I don't know your name, I won't talk to you.
I'll strike up a conversation with people all the time, man. You know?
Yeah, I'm not like that.
I used to be really shy. I didn't want to be noticed and stuff like that, and sometimes that's good, you know. But if you never want to be noticed in life, you know, and being noticed by doesn't mean you have to like stand up in front of 500 people and pull your pants down or something like that and do something, but at some point in your life you have to stand up and be noticed, because you are your own PR machine in life if you think about it, so just saying.
It's out.
If you like just being by yourself, and I've got a lot of acquaintances and stuff, and people that I really don't call friends, because I'm very picky on who I call friends. But always wanting to be in the back and not wanting to be noticed. Eventually, what's going to happen is you're never going to get noticed, and nothing's ever going to happen.
Maybe that's a good thing. Who knows?
Well, yeah, but you wear a thing on your head, so apparently you want to be noticed some way, That's all I'm saying.
I've wore this to school once at the request of someone who I was talking to this other kid who also has a YouTube channel, and we've done stuff together, and there's this other person listening to our conversation, and he said something about the hat, and I was like, yeah, it's great, isn't it? And then someone was like, all right, you need to wear that hat to school, and I did.
Well,
whatever, I don't care.
Did anybody make fun of you? Okay.
No, actually.
Okay, that you saw. Okay.
That I saw, right.
Yeah, okay, but
most of the time when people want to call me a faggot, they'll call me a faggot to my face, and I'll be like,
well, yeah, but and then you look at him and say, well, yeah, okay, that's fine, I'm a faggot, but I'll be pumping your gas one day, or you'll be pumping my gas one day. You know what I mean?
Pumping gas sounds like a euphemism for sex.
It does.
Well, what couldn't be used for a euphemism for sex?
Gary Busey.
Jeez, you're gonna scare Patrick off again. Jeez.
Gary Busey is one sexy guy, man. Well, okay, Gary Busey pre-accident or Gary Busey post-accident. He's a crazy fucker, man. He's probably a freak, man. Who knows what Gary Busey would do? He doesn't even know what he's gonna do.
Gary Busey's son was in Starship Troopers.
Okay. So,
Patrick, what was the Unseen podcast about?
I'm sorry. I just walked back into the room. I'm sorry. Yeah, it was a very interesting podcast. I recommend you look for it.
What was the subject?
Basically, here's the thing. Anybody know anything about Douglas Adams and the Hitchhiker's Guide? This was episode 42 of the Unseen podcast. So naturally, Paul Carr, being a fan of Douglas Adams, was touching on the subject of simulated, universes and the humor of Douglas Adams. But actually, we touched more on artificial intelligence and the idea of rights of sentient computers and things like this. So yeah, I recommend you when it's out, you download it and listen to it. There I am. I had a lot of recommendations in the end, and it was a very cool episode.
That's an interesting topic, the rights of sentient computers.
Well, yeah, it was. I mean, I can't reiterate everything we were talking about because
I can bring.
But yeah, I would definitely recommend you get. The video may actually be available right now on YouTube. But what he does is he changes it into an MP4 or MP3, whatever you want to call it, and publishes it so that you can download it. And then he deletes the video. So before he deletes the video, I recommend you look for it.
All right, cool. I will.
Rosie the robot has no rights. She is a slave made to the Jetsons.
Yeah, damn it! I wish I brought the Jetsons up. Son of a beach nut sugarless gum.
What the fuck? I'm disappointed True's not here. He said he'd be here.
Hey, wait. If sentient
that
robot...
podcast even used the F word once.
Hey,
I actually said
sentient
fuck.
robot... Sorry. If sentient robot gets described as a new race, would that mean that Will Smith's character in iRobot is transracial?
I don't know.
I'm a sentient robot.
We did talk about Philip K. Dick. We did talk about Philip K. Dick, of course, was the Do Angels Dream of Electric Sheep, which, of course, as many of you know,
Blade Runner.
Even as younger people, as the host of this Blade Runner, I recommended The Electric Ant from the same author. I also recommended, talking about artificial intelligence, I recommended Daniel H. Wilson's Robopocalypse, which is a movie and a book, and Douglas Preston's The Cracking Project. We were talking basically about, when do we, we're talking about rights of when do computers become sentient, things like that. I have my own ideas. Paul Carr has his own ideas, and the other guy, David, I forgot his last name, an older man, older than me, I think, had his ideas about racism and things like that, which does apply. And it was a very interesting conversation. I would recommend it.
The civil rights issue of the next century.
Yeah, it's all about if and when something becomes sentient. But again, I can't. If you want me to take over your your hangout and start talking about that.
Oh no, by all means, go ahead, Patrick.
I'm just going to simply say, please go ahead and download it and listen to it. And if you can catch it before he deletes it, get the video.
Yeah, I still want to make Thundercats.
He's still trying to crossbreed Thundercats.
I'm going to grab a couple pieces of ice and another glass of wine.
It's going to be my major. That's what I'm going to switch my major to, crossbreeding cats with humans.
Cool.
Nice.
Again, I'm not sure that's how the genetics works, but okay.
I'm gonna take the DNA of Wolf King and I'm going to inject it into a cat, and then that offspring will be a cat man.
Yeah, you're probably just gonna end up with.
He's got the alcohol, man.
I mean, you're probably gonna end up with some type of like.
Cheers, mate.
Like, I mean, the cat's probably gonna end up. He's probably gonna end up doing a joint, like maybe later on, like just. It'll probably be a Garfield cat, likely. I mean,
that's fine.
I mean, it'll probably, yeah. I mean, like you could genetically engineer something out there, put some of my genes in that cat, and see what happens. But you're probably just gonna end up with some type of Garfield cat. That's it. Like it's talking about it.
Garfield cat. Is he gonna like lasagna too?
Oh yeah. It'll like lasagna and Funyuns and all that other stuff. You know, like the. Like it'll be, I tell you what, like the marijuana legalization, it says, I tell you what, they be spending more on the legalized marijuana and the recreational cannabis than Funyuns, Doritos, and Cheetos.
I know, I saw that. That was great.
So he would grow up to be a humanoid cat who wants to legalize marijuana and also open up an Italian restaurant.
Yeah, that would be your genetically engineered cat.
I would be proud of that. I would be proud of my cat baby.
I would too. That's great.
You should be proud too. Yeah, mammals tend to be very like we have a tendency to focus on the symbology of the chemicals in our brains that we give descriptions to.
What is going on?
Wolf, it's I'm gonna just say,
I'm high as hell, so.
It's always a long time no see, but it's always a pleasure to see you.
It is a pleasure to see you too, Patrick.
I would also like to extend my welcome to you there, Wolf King. I mean, it's been a long time since I've actually spoken with you.
Yeah, welcome, Wolf King.
It's been way too long, I say, since we've last spoke. So.
Well, we have a guy here I've never met before. Maybe
welcome.
It's always way that way.
Oh yeah, I know who he is. Cyprian, man, how's it going?
My jellyfish brother from another mother.
I've never met this person before, but he's just drinking some like alcoholic beverage, I think. Were you?
Oh yeah, Cyprian, man. I've been hanging out with him a couple times, man. He's a cool dude.
Wolf King has been around since I started on Google, and he's always one of the coolest guys I've ever met.
That Cyprian guy looks awfully shady to me, man. I don't know. Looks like he might be CIA.
Oh fuck him! No, he's just no.
He looks CIA to me.
Man, fuck you.
I don't trust him. I don't. I tell you, I don't trust him at all.
Hey! Just because he has a career at the NSA, that does not mean Yeah,
Oh, that job is
it's
just a
like
shill. That job is just a shill, man.
Shit, dude.
He's
I
responsible
don't know what to
for
say.
so much carnage, man.
You have shill
See
checks
that?
from the
See that? He doesn't
government.
know what to say. He's like as guilty as he talks. He can't
Yes.
figure out what to say.
You've been spotted, sir. Does it look like I'm not serious? Look at my eyes. I tell you, you've been spotted. You, sir.
Yeah,
I'm
look
the
at that
ostrich.
ostrich's
I'm
eyes.
the ostrich. Does it look like I'm fucking around with you, buddy? You're Illuminati and you've been exposed.
Does it look like I'm giving a fuck?
Illuminati.
Who you calling buddy, friend?
Dude, he's fucking. He's pumping his fucking.
He's fucking Canadian, I think.
You don't know what you're doing. What you trying to bust around against
Dude,
my
Patrick ain't Canadian, but he's close enough. He lives in like fucking.
I can never say that they Canadians. I am a friend of the people from the Canadians. They are my friend, and I enjoy back bacon, beer, and hockey.
Resemble that name.
I own a land.
Which Patrick you talking about now?
It's all about the Nova Scotia.
The one that matters.
I left this motherfucker Pat on a different hangout, provided that he went on scientific shit. But apparently he just went to this shit that is just bananas.
Well, I just hung up on that. I mean, we just finished. We just finished the Unseen podcast, and
Yeah, why would you? You went from that highbrow hangout of like intellectualism, and then you came here. Like, what are you doing?
This is the intellectual sewer, actually.
I was called by the Atheist Ranger, and I told him
Never answer his calls. Like, what are you
no,
doing?
but I had to. I was in the middle of a podcast. I had to tell him that I was in there. So I when that was over, I came here because it was the first one.
So basically, Pat meant just lied.
Oh yeah, Pat, not good friends.
Yeah, I like Pat. Pat's cool.
Oh,
Pat's
see now you got me blushing.
Pat's been a party favor in a lot of hangouts. Let's put it that way.
I like Pat.
I have to turn on the cool thing or something. I'm blushing now. I got to turn off my red face.
I'm gonna help you out with that, Pat. Pat's basically an asshole.
Yeah, he is.
I'm just helping out with this. I'm just helping out with this blushing and shit. You know? He knows he's basically an asshole.
Speaking of asses,
I'd like to personally thank Patman for coming here to bring a little bit of intellectualism to this otherwise completely retarded hangout.
Speaking of asses and assholes, anyone heard of that story of Pastor Manning losing his building and what he got to do?
Oh yes. What's going on?
Well, let him speak. I mean, let's go. Come on.
Apparently Pastor Manning, that guy that's talked about like the semen of the gay people was in the Starbucks coffee guy. Apparently he's losing his building because he forgot to pay his taxes and stuff like this, and he owes like thousands like different creditors and stuff. And he says like. And it says before any like LGBT group gets it, they gotta carry the babies in their balls and like birth the baby out of their ass.
Yeah,
so they have to. So yeah, boom shakalaka, and there it is.
And then for that video, he even had this like blatantly African American lady voice in like the front. Like, you tell him, Pastor.
Oh, is this the guy? This is the guy from ATLH Worldwide.
It's the same guy that said like
the black dude that talks like the sodomites are taking over our nation.
Like the same. Okay, hold on, it's the same guy. He talks about. He says gay demons. He says like
the Mac Daddy.
I maybe I don't know. Like he says like
that
they're
guy.
gay.
Yep.
Yeah. There's like the gay semen in like the coffee. There's like gay like people be possessed by the gay demons.
There's gay semen in that coffee.
Yeah, that guy.
He was the first guy on YouTube. He was the first guy I did a video on.
Well, all I've got to say is apparently at times I like semen in my coffee. So
and that the protesters breath stink like that other man's butthole or something. Like he said he did time like a few years back, and that he felt he went against temptation, but like he was moved from it.
Yeah, he was tempted with homosexual sex, but he went against the
I
temptation
gotta
for
tell you,
the
I
greater
was
good.
tempted. I was tempted with, but you know, but Jesus saved me.
You know, he may have been tempted, right, and thought, "Oh, I don't think this is a good idea. Jesus might not like this, right?" I really don't think that mattered to the bunch of guys that decided to fuck him up the ass anyway, you know.
Yeah,
So I
anytime
really
I
don't
hear
think he had a choice about it, you know.
Yeah, anytime I hear about Christian extremists saying that like being gay is a choice and what have you, it always reminds me of the South Park episode Faith Plus One, where they're
Oh
remaking
yeah,
all the gospel songs, and it's just
yeah.
romance songs with the word baby taken out and God put one. So it's like, God, I'll take good care of you, baby, Jesus.
All I know, and I don't know anything else, is that it wasn't me. I didn't do it.
All I know, and I don't know anything else.
You know, I've found a few times in my life that admitting to things that I wasn't quite sure if I did or not was beneficial. Other times
But I seriously
it wasn't.
Oh,
And sometimes it is.
guys, I think I got the video like right here.
Well, by all means, share it, man.
Prove it. Prove that I did it.
No, man. I mean, we need some production value on this show. We need somebody in charge. Don't we have an audio-visual monitor? Do they still have those? Patrick, I'm sure you remember those.
Audio visual monitor. Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
No, when you were in school, the kids got to go around doing the.
I was in school.
The film projectors.
Come on, me and you were in school a long time ago, Pat.
Now, this is the Lord. This ain't no damn bathhouse. This is the Lord's house. And
Yeah, that's him.
can ever own this property, crook or crook, own this property.
You know what?
this
I
property,
feel like
men
I'm the meanest drunk up in here, but still the soberest motherfucker.
No. I mean, I'm sure there may be some people here that are soberer than I am, but I've only had, what is this, my third and a half, fourth glass of wine?
I don't mean.
So in other words, you've done at least one bottle tonight, right, Pat?
No,
because I've seen that glass that you
I'll
have.
show you the bottle I've been drinking out of, and I can show you how much I drank.
The bottle.
How big is a glass of wine to you? Because if you go to a restaurant and you buy a glass of wine, basically 4 glasses is a bottle, right? It is. I mean, that's just how it's served, right? And that's how most people drink wine. So just, you know, just curious.
Okay, yeah.
How drunk are you, Patrick?
He has that right drink, but like this guy is closeted.
I have proof. This is an 11 ounce glass, and I only fill it up halfway with like 3 pieces of ice. And I can show you the bottle I've been drinking out of.
It's fine.
You drink
I'm a
wine
scientist.
with
I can
ice?
do that.
You're a
as
scientist.
a would-be scientist, as a science enthusiast, I can do that. I can do that proof.
Ranger, keep going with the video. Come on.
Yeah. Damn it. Sorry, give me a second.
Yeah, Wolf. I think the most fucked up thing about this hangout is that Wolf King is basically the most decent guy around. He just acts like a fool.
What?
Yeah, you motherfucker. You're one of the most decent guys around this place. And you're just acting an ass.
Cyprian, okay, thanks, man, but let's just see the video right quick, please.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Well, you just acting an ass.
Gentlemen, let's talk.
Testicles? Did he just say testicles?
Yeah, he said testicles. You know, balls. You know.
Yeah, he refers to Obama as the Mac Daddy and says that he released homo demons.
No, hold on. Back it up, Ranger, just real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
for you to get this out. When you start carrying them and giving birth to them through their anus, that's how impossible it is for you to get this out. When you start carrying a baby in your bags and birthing that baby through your ass, then you can own this out. But till I see you pull a baby out your ass, you ain't gonna pull it.
And this guy makes money in doing this?
I'm just saying, I took a shit a couple of weeks ago. I swear to God, it was almost the size of a small baby, you know? So.
You heard what he said at the end, boom shakalaka, and there it is. Like,
oh my God, that was funny.
See what happened was.
How do people actually make a living out of this? I mean, I'm in the wrong business.
I know, so am I.
See what happened was he lost his church, and there's a gay there's a gay friendly Christian organization that's going to buy it, but he won't let them have it.
They're buying it on the 24th. It doesn't matter if he doesn't want it. He doesn't want them to have it. I mean,
because it's not him selling it; it's the bank.
Yeah, and it's all dependent on if he could raise that money up. And he didn't even know he had all that debt until like very early on in the month. So he's scrambling on, getting as much as he can.
Yeah, because he trusted God, man, and you know what happens when you trust God? You get fucked every time.
I mean, he better hurry because like
What
it's
you
due
talking
on the
about?
24th.
What you talking about,
It's due on the
God?
24th of this month. So.
What you talking about, God?
Better pray for us safe, like G-Man.
Alright, let's all pray to the flying spaghetti monster that he doesn't lose his church.
I just want to reiterate that I didn't do it. It wasn't me.
Alright.
Actually, wait, Sweden recently recognized the Flying Spaghetti Monster as an actual church.
Cool. Pastafarians now have their rights.
Sweden still also has some very good porn.
Yes, they do.
Oh, Sweden is the rape capital of Earth.
Remember, but the only reason Sweden, like they say Sweden is like the rape capital of the world because like their laws are more looser in terms of the definition of rape. Like usually it's like rape is like, even though it's like it's been denounced after the fact, and usually it's so broad in terms of like the scenario to where it's it's usually like the hang on.
Cyprian's fucking.
I don't know where that's going. I don't know where that's going, but I would have suspected that it's because they have some of the most beautiful women.
Well,
no. It's more because
they keep wearing. My God, go ahead.
Okay, I was talking more about the amount of Tala Rouge type deals going on there, but yeah.
Okay, here it is. Rape is prosecuted regardless of whether the victim pressed charges or not. There's a broader definition of it, so that's what I mean.
Oh, okay.
Can you elaborate? Like, do they?
Okay, hold on. The Sweden's rape statistic. Can you hear me? Yeah, okay, Sweden's rape statistics are so high is because the Swedish police are required to classify all reported rape cases. All reported rapes, even if later investigation is unable to provide sufficient evidence for prosecution, and there's like an article for that too.
And another thing is like if, like a man rapes someone or a man rapes a woman and she doesn't report it, then he rapes her again. That's counted as 2 rapes, not just 1. Whereas their neighbor Norway would count that as 1 rape.
Unfucking whale.
There you go, link right there.
Really, this is confusing to me.
I just stopped wearing fuck me pumps and I stopped getting raped.
Wolf, I want to ask you a question because I'm totally ignorant about this. Is there? Does it go both ways? I mean, is there any reports of women being prosecuted?
I mean, the thing with Sweden is like, as best as with the best information I have, I mean it's been completely taken over by SJWs. For as far as facts go, like it's a gray out there. It's a Scandinavian country. They got social democracy out there. Women are doing like very well out there. I mean it's taken over by feminism. It's almost damn near overrun. So like all this nonsense about like it's the rape capital of the world. No, I mean it just happens to have a broader definition of it. Ergo, there are more stereotypes linked with that broad definition. That's the issue with it. It's all a matter of looking up. It's confusing the map for the place. So that's all that is.
It kind of redefined the definition at times too, with what like unwanted sexual advances at times were put into some of these studies. Guys that wouldn't leave, there were a lot of things that were thrown into some of these studies that made it look,
Right.
We're waiting.
Yeah, but that's but it's there's a definite correlation between there's definitely a correlation between like that definition being broadened and like the SJWs like taking over and having influence in that particular region of the
Okay, wait.
right.
By broadened, what you really mean is changed completely?
Yes.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Change completely.
All right. Aside from the American nonsense that's been going on with the word feminism, what is? I'm sorry. Excuse my ignorance. What is SJW?
Social justice warriors.
Yeah. Social justice warriors. And the thing is, what I mean is like, there's not. I mean, not the feminism of all. I mean, I understand that. Like, I'm an egalitarian. I'm all for equality of everybody. But here's the thing. It's this third wave feminism now.
Look up T.G.I.F.
Yeah. It's basically third wave feminism, which is all this Uber like oh, are you PC bra? Check your privilege and all this nonsense. And like it's basically
save yourself the brain cells. Do not look up Steve Shives.
Yeah. It's basically this Uber PC thing that apparently like there's a patriarchy out in society and they keep women down, and it's also like Anita, like okay, basically like let me give you a famous example. Anita Sarkeesian with the whole sexism in video games thing. Like that, it's silly. All right, like there's the reason it tends to be focused on like women with a tendency of skin be closed is because like it's male dominated, obviously. Okay, but the thing is, I mean, that's not to say that there aren't like positive, female video game characters either. I mean, there are tons. Friggin' Lara Croft, that brilliant scientist chick that goes around the world getting treasure and shit. Chung-Li, who can kick a man's ass just as easy.
I mean, look what Miss Pac-Man did for women everywhere.
I was just about to say something. I'm just I'm being ignorant that I am about the Scandinavians. I was just trying to figure out how we're the comparison between us and them. Wolf, you've always given me the more intellectual side, and I know it's hard to squeeze down the Reader's Digest version. I'm the kind of person that looks for the equal rights among everybody, and I realize that there's stupidity.
Okay. Let me simplify.
In this country, the word feminism in this country has become a fucking stupid word. I was just trying to figure out where you were coming from with that other country.
Patrick. Okay, I get it. Let me simplify it. A simpler example would be like in society, like okay, so let's say you're on a train, right? You drive, you take the public train, wherever it is, and there happen to be like certain rules upon that up on the top of the board, wherever it is. It's saying, you can't talk to a woman, you can't acknowledge them, you can't ask them for like their name or their time or whatever. Because doing that is like it implies like some force on them.
Well, that's not a foreign country.
Yeah, to me, that's wrong.
No. I'm not saying that's not a foreign country. I'm saying that's like the third wave feminism that's trying to be implemented in society, like or at least advocated by certain individuals who regard themselves as third wave feminists in society right now, and as a result, that's sort. I mean, you could say that there's sort of comparison with that in that other country, except like it's sort of like taken over in that particular Scandinavian country this week.
Okay.
And that's why.
See, this is where my
and also the notion of rape culture and a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah, this is where my way of thinking is. In other words, if you want to talk about equality, it works both ways. Because there are women out there that do the same thing, and in this country, and what you're talking about is a flip of what is the problem that women had with men from the 50s on through the 60s is now flipping. Instead of being equal, it's being flipped. And it's ridiculous. The stupidity that's going on is ridiculous. We need to be humans, not men and women. We need to be human beings, and think about each other's rights and not and etiquettes and things like that.
I agree.
That's what gets me.
I'm a
What gets me
humanist.
is the absolutely flipping of the stupidity.
Can I say something to that?
No, you can't. No,
No, sir. No. The thing is, you talk about people's rights. You have to respect people's rights. A lot of people these days have no problem expressing that they have the right to do this, they have the right to do that, whilst also at the same time depriving other people of their rights. Like some of these like some of the women, right? That no matter what a man says in a conversation, he is wrong, right? Simply because he's a man.
Well,
right?
yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
I agree.
And people are so stuck on this,
stupidity.
The feminism thing. I call it the lunatic fringe. Every social justice thing that's out there, whether it was, the feminist thing, sure, we're all for equal rights, equal pay, things like that. I get that, but then you get the lunatic fringe. Whenever you have something like this, you get the lunatic fringe. You get the Anita Sarkeesians. You get the women that get pissed off at you when you hold a door open for them because you're polite.
No, I agree with you. 100%. You're just elaborating on everything that I was trying to give the readers.
Well, yeah, you're elaborating on what other people would say too. So yeah, sure, I get that.
Yeah, I mean, there's a natural thing that men and women do with each other. That the guy who holds the door, the old-fashioned, holding the door open. But then there's those people that like, how dare you do that? Like, you think I'm better than you? That this is stupidity.
Yeah, you're holding me down. No, I'm holding a door open for you. Shut up, and then you slam the door in their face. Then you're in trouble for that. But yeah, it's gone beyond stupid. Because. And the fact that we're talking about it is really retarded too.
Yeah, but, I mean, the fact that we're talking about it means that we all are, we all realize that the stupidity is going on.
But I mean, look, it all stemmed for years ago. Women were treated like shit a lot of times in a workplace. Oftentimes, a woman could be a teacher or a secretary. I remember when girls would talk about working in the steno pool, right? How many words a minute you can type, because you're going to be typing, girl, right? And when they got a job, it was always their, turn. They always had to make the coffee, right? They didn't like that, and I understand that, right? And it used to be acceptable, right, to slap a girl on the ass at work and go, "Hey, how you doing this morning?" Or say, "Hey, nice tits." I get that's not acceptable. These are the things like, you treat like somebody like a human being, like you said, Patrick. But they've taken that and they've just run and jumped on the crazy train and haven't stopped with what they think is
They flipped it. Yeah, it's like yes. The things that like you said, and I'm all for women's, I'm all for equal, and I understand the stupidity that's. But since I was a child, I understood that there was things going on because I have a couple of sisters. I also have 3 brothers. But the thing is that I understand, and it seems to me that every time there's a problem in politics or in the social interactions, instead of solving the problem, there always seems to be this overreact. The knee-jerk reaction it causes a complete reversal of stupidity.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Backlash. I mean, look! It happened a lot of time. Every time there's some movement. Remember when the anti-bullying movement started, right? Everybody jumped on that anti-bullying movement, right? Everybody was in on that. It was commercials. You couldn't avoid that stuff. And about a year later, you started getting the bullying shit, right? Where you started seeing the other side of it sometimes, or the people that. Well, I'm tired, man. Nobody likes me anymore because I beat up a bunch of kids, and they were so there's a lunatic fringe with everything. You know, there's some people, nothing's their fault. You know.
Yeah, I wish I was more articulate in being able to voice the thing. I happen to be somebody who was somewhat bullied, but at the same time, I think I'm guilty of bullying, even though I'm such a small stature, I can't really bully many people. And it's one of those things where it's a good thing that we recognize the bullying and recognize the things that are not right with psychological behavior against other people.
Yeah.
At the same time, what this conversation is about is it's about reversing that and turning it into a total opposite knee-jerk reaction. We need as human beings, we need to recognize the bad way we treat other people, and try to be better people and treat everybody in an acceptable way. At the same time, there are those people that are just fucking assholes, and they need to be fucking slapped.
Well, yeah, but see, the thing is, part of it too is like you said, there's assholes out there, and no matter what you do, there's always going to be assholes. And I find it, I manipulate my way through, I guide my way through the assholes of the world and stuff like that, and have a little fun on the way, and you know, but
and of course we know that we're both perfect, and nobody can tell us that we're not perfect. You know that. I'm joking, of course. The
Are
point
you?
is that we're just as fallible as many other. You know.
Okay, but like going back to the bullying thing, like it's like the anti-bullying crusade got so ridiculous. It was like the definition. It's the same thing with the feminism and rape, right?
Yeah.
It was like the definition of bullying got so broad. Like I'm trying to find a way to articulate this. All right,
look,
so
to give you a little bit of incentive, Stalin. I'm a child of the '60s. I was born in 1959. So yes, the feminism word at those times was a good thing. Now it's turned into a bad thing.
Right, but I was going to talk about the bullying. But like, the definition of bullying got so broad. Like, say I wear this hat to school, right? And people are like, walk by me, and then they're like, "Oh, nice hat," you know, whatever. Make a comment in passing, right? And you know, bullying would be a definition where like they constantly come after me and they constantly like push me up against lockers and put me in trash cans or whatever. But like the definition of bullying got so broad that even saying that comment in passing, the fact that a lot of people would make that comment passing me in the hallway, I'd be considered a bullied person. When in reality, no one bullied me. They just made a snarky comment as I walked by.
Right. I'm glad you recognize that. But the real bullying comes when all right. I told you that I was a child of the '60s, so.
When were you born, Pat?
Bullying comes in when small-statured people become bullies of the larger-statured people. I'm a skinny guinea. I weighed 108 pounds in high school.
Patrick, what year were you born?
59.
59. Okay.
So yeah, I was bullied, but I also didn't feel as bullied as some people. At the same time, I did feel bullied. So
Okay.
I mean, you know, the real bullying comes into physical contact. You know, the real bullying comes into when you're literally, you know, beaten up. And I wasn't much.
Well, there's also psychological bullying too. You know, like with
you're
Roman.
right.
But
You
like,
know,
to the person that is like receiving any like comments as people walk by, to the people making the comments, they're just making a snarky comment, and they're not going after this person. But to the person receiving all these, it's a perpetual thing. It
Yeah.
just keeps happening. So like, to them, they might feel the whole world's against them.
right.
But that's not true.
Well, let me say something here, and just be quite honestly. One thing I learned a few years ago was I was in a situation where I was around a lot of people, inpatient, like 500 people, mostly PTSD. You know, people with trigger personalities. A lot of people, you know. And the one thing, you know, I'm the kind of guy that, like, when I walk around, I say hi to everybody, right? And some people that are like that, they get offended when people don't say hi back, right? But the fact of the matter is, not everybody says hi back to anybody, you know? And just because somebody's walking by you, and when you say stuff, you don't know what that person's day has been like before you said whatever you said. You don't know what you might like see him in school, right? But you don't know anything about what's going on in his head. And seemingly, and I get it, some kids are just pussies, right? They're going to piss and moan about everything. But psychologically, you don't know. Some kids get picked on a little bit, and that little bit, right, is enough to fuck them up in the head, to convince their head something, because it's. So, I mean, I get the idea of not picking on kids at school, because you don't know what's in that kid's head when you're saying your, just a little snarky comment or something, and it's just sure it's a snarky comment to you, but you don't know what's going on in that kid's head.
Well, yeah, it comes down to parenting. It comes down to what people think that makes you a good parent or a bad parent.
Or if you're going to make fun of somebody, you do it once, you make your point, ha ha ha, you look funny, and then you move on with your day. You don't relentlessly do it.
Yeah. What I'm saying is that there are those people, and sometimes I don't actually blame them, who, in my days, back in the 70s, the word pussy was I've used it myself. Was a good word to use against somebody who you felt was one of those fucking wimps, whatever. And
we still use
small
it.
Stature as small stature as I was, as a tiny person as I am, I might have been considered a pussy in some people's eyes, but I wasn't in some other people's eyes. So, I would actually use the word pussy against somebody who was basically somebody who was just. Like, I gotta tell you, as much as I stick up for the gay community, the word queer and gay and were these bad words in my day.
I know, we used to play Spirit of Queer.
That would be my bullying, attitude. So, but
May I say something about this?
At the same time,
please,
if the parents of that kid didn't somehow teach him to stand up for that, they would be continued to be bullied.
Standing up, what do you mean?
I'm not sure. I'm not
because
sure.
you know what?
I'm trying to give you the Reader's Digest version.
No, but see, I was the kid. I didn't fight, right? I wasn't going to fight back. I didn't fight back.
I'm like you, and
I got the shit kicked out of me quite frequently for a long time. That's when I decided to become the goofy clown guy, But yeah, just your parents going, you better not come, you better at least stick up for yourself. I'm sorry, that's a shitty thing to tell your kid. Sure, if he's doing that, he's getting ready for karate practice or boxing practice, but if you have to tell your kid, no, you stand up for yourself, right? But why the fuck do you have to start fighting it? And I never understood that whole thing. People like, I want to fight.
Well, I mean,
that's exactly my point. My point is that there's a parenting thing that goes. If your parent recognizes, for example, that you've been bullied, if your parent turns around and does what the bully is doing and calls you a pussy for not standing up for you, then you're just adding to the psychological damage.
Well, it was also, like you said, the 60s and 70s. Things were different. So
this is a difficult conversation.
We were all pussies back then.
Yeah, this is a difficult conversation. I'm not gonna say that I'm right or
wrong.
No,
I don't mind talking about it. But my parents, I used to get beat sometimes because I didn't stand up for myself. So the whole parenting thing, if your parents teach you right or some shit like that, you get it at home, you get it at school, So my whole thing was,
I'm skinny too. Okay, like this is
innuendos, like fashion.
Right.
My parents were fashion idiots, and I was mocked for my lack of fashion.
Oh yeah.
My parents I didn't know. I was a child. I didn't know any better.
Yeah.
I mean,
now I'm pissed off at them.
I get
pissed off at them.
I get like snarky comments about my fashion too, because I go to school wearing like Rolling Stones shirts. And no one knows who fucking Rolling Stones are.
You won't get any. You won't get any. nasty remarks from me for rolling Rolling
When
Stones.
when
I
I
know, right?
when I realized that my parents were always going to dress me funny, I started. First of all, after I was about 11, my parents stopped buying my clothes because I made money, so apparently I could buy my own clothes. But what I got from my parents, it was funny shit because I always got my brother's hand-me-downs or something that was on sale, or you'll fit into this. I was the short, fat kid, but I used to buy my own clothes, and then my parents would have issues with
What
that.
happens when you didn't get taught proper fashion? And
I wasn't taught proper for much of anything.
Buying clothes, but it was about me. With me, it was I didn't know what to buy for myself. I totally had a lack of fashion.
Well, that's your fault.
I mean, going back to the
Is it
your fashion is,
okay.
but your fashion is what you want to wear. Your fashion is what you can wear. I mean, you make your own fashion. I mean, whose fashion are you trying to compare yourself to? The fashion of the times? A lot of kids weren't in fashion of the times because
I don't know. I know that I made some personal mistakes.
But we all did. Fuck.
I mean, okay, going back to the sticking up for yourself thing. I mean, like, I'm skinny, okay? I mean, look, that's my arm. That's my arm, right? But, like, I will fight back if I have to. If I'm going into that trash can, I'm going into that trash can swinging, okay? But, like, I'm not going to be able to beat up anyone. I'm not going to be able to beat up, like, the fucking quarterback of the football team, okay? Like, don't fucking get, like... But I'm going to fight back if that guy, like, if, like, some fucking big kid comes up and pushes me against a locker. I'm going to throw a few punches before I go down.
Oh, you know what I do? What I'd do? I'd be like, oh yeah, beat the shit out of me, right? And then after he does it, I go, yeah, look what you just did, dumb shit,
Yeah. So sometimes you have to like make the choice.
Hey, for me,
sometimes you have to like find the reason why your intellectualism is better than the bullies.
It's got nothing to do with intellectualism. Some people are just dumb fucks that they probably realize in their brain somehow that the only thing they're going to be able to do in their life is either hit something or dig something up, or very limited in their skills, and they like to fight, and that's pretty much their, like I said, they're going to be pumping your gas one day.
Yeah, but it's not always black and white like that. It's not always black and white like that.
You'd be surprised, man.
I am in such a financial situation right now where I'm totally fucking broke, and like I know that I'm much more intellectual than many of the assholes who have fucking high-paying jobs and shit. Like, why the fuck am I this? I look down on myself sometimes.
Why?
Maybe it's good to be humble at the very least.
I mean, you did. I mean, we've always got the coulda, woulda, shouldas, Pat. I mean, I should have done this. I could have done this, but I mean,
Patrick could have not been an asshole, but he is. Ostrich, Pat, not you.
Of course, my normal response would be "fuck you, Stalin."
Yeah, but no, I'm serious. I mean, there's a lot of things I could have done. There's a lot of things I should have done.
No, you know what I'm saying.
You could have not shaved your beard, but you did.
It's like we can go with the political standard of what bully is, and then we can talk about this like the beat up thing. But what about the person like me who I know that I'm smarter than the average bear? Not necessarily. I'm not the most intelligent person right here.
Okay.
No, I'm not.
Okay. Well, I mean,
but the point is that there are some people that I look at that I know are fucking stupid assholes that have much better lives or high-paying jobs than I do, that sort of thing, and it bothers the fucking piss out of me. I look at Donald Trump. To me, he's a fucking.
Oh,
cunt.
that's well.
I'm just.
Everyone knows Donald Trump's a moron.
I thought you were going to talk about people you went to class with, or some people you went to school with, or family members. You're going right to Donald Trump?
Well,
come on. My 9-year-old brother's smarter than Donald Trump.
I only did that because we don't really know each other.
Nobody can identify to that.
I used him as an extreme example, but I'm going to give you the extreme example. Donald Trump guy. Here's a fucking dickhead who is a
use something more relevant.
How does
because all you're going to do, Patrick, is talk about your hatred of Donald Trump.
Jesus
we know
Christ,
you
Patrick,
hate
why are
Donald
you
Trump.
so pissed about his example? Calm the fuck down and let him finish his
No, because
point.
have a realistic one. Like, why are you really jealous?
Who
There's
cares
people
how
you went to
realistic
school
it is?
with.
Let him finish his
Because
fucking
all
point.
he's going to do is scream about Donald Trump again.
No, I'm not. Patrick.
Yeah, you are.
Calm the fuck down.
No, fine.
Tell him what he's gonna do.
Guys, calm the fuck down.
Watch, okay, yeah.
Calm the fuck down, Lobster.
Oh, I'm fine. That just lulls, man.
Oh yeah, you're
Lulls.
fine. No,
This
you're
shit's
fine. You're
nuts.
A-okay.
Lobster, calm down.
I got more
I'm
weed.
using
than you
Lobster.
do.
I'm using this as an
You
extreme
really
example.
don't understand. This is lulz
I'm
farming, right,
trying to
Patrick?
tell you, Lobster. If you would just shut up for a minute.
For 10 seconds. Jeez.
If you could just mute for
Holy shit.
finish this.
Patrick, man, I'm gonna get mad at you if you don't shut up for once, man, because I'm an
I'm gonna be mad at you if you don't shut up.
And I'm so smart.
All right, look. What I'm trying to
Alright,
say,
cool.
Lobster, is that I'm giving this as an extreme example.
He's still talking.
I know he is. The problem is that there are people, total fucking assholes, who are billionaires, and you can't figure out why the fuck they're billionaires. And
Well, I can tell you exactly why Donald Trump's a millionaire.
I'm just saying. I'm just giving you as an extreme example. And
Right.
and the Lobster has a habit of jumping on me for those statements. But the point I'm trying to make here is that you don't know anybody that I know.
Pot calling the kettle
Lobster,
black!
you don't know anybody that I know, so I'm not going to use personal examples because you don't know them. So I'm going to use.
You don't have to use personal names.
I'm
you know?
using examples that you know because everybody knows as an example. That's why I use Donald Trump. Okay, so here's this fucking misogynistic dickhead who wants to build a wall between Mexico and the United States. Here's these people that have billions of dollars that I feel that I'm smarter than this guy, and yet how the fuck did I end up being the poor asshole on welfare when this fucking guy's a billionaire? This is the kind of stuff I'm talking about. That's all I wanted to say. You want to jump on that and fucking start screaming at me, then go fuck yourself.
But like Donald Trump's a millionaire because he inherited all of his fucking cash from his dad, right?
Exactly.
Sorry, billionaire.
You're born into wealth, Patrick.
Yeah.
No.
So like, and that's that thing where like people who are born into wealth are just going to be stupider than the people that have to work for everything.
I use it as an example to make an the
Right.
Reader's Digest version doesn't allow me to give personal examples because you
And
have
it's-
no idea who I've hung out with when my
It's
child.
the meritocracy myth, really.
I needed to give you somebody who everybody knows.
Just saying.
Yeah, we have no problem with that, Patrick. But what I was going to say
Patrick for president.
what I was going to say about
You don't want me
bullying
as president. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
what I was going to say about bullying earlier is that bullying is one of the topics actually is a very touchy for me because I have a lot of bad experiences.
Don't we all, man? Just calm down.
I'm not.
I think if I know,
I'm just
but like,
explaining myself.
and that's good though. No, that's good though. And if it is a touchy issue for you, I wish you would have jumped in more because if you've had,
Well, I would have, but the two Patricks in the room were talking. I didn't want to interrupt.
yeah, they were stealing the show. Like I had a few
I'm sorry
points I
about
wanted
that.
to.
I'm sorry. Me
weasel
and him
in
have a
there,
habit of clashing.
Yeah,
I know.
you guys butt heads a lot.
And you know what? I love it when the two Patricks clash. It's awesome.
I mean, I butt heads with Patrick too, but that's because we're
You know
both
what's
assholes.
funny is that we and him are about almost exactly the same age.
Yeah, I
Right.
know.
But
Well, it's because I at least admit to what I do, Patrick. You actually don't.
What's he do that you that what's he do, what doesn't he admit to that you do? Like I don't understand.
He doesn't let people talk a lot of times, and he tends to ramble like I do, but when other people do it, he gets pissed off.
Well, I mean, I'm not
I
going
have nothing to say about
No,
that.
that's exactly what
No,
it is.
I'll be honest. I'm going to be honest here.
Patrick, you will run your mouth. Patrick will run his
shut the
mouth,
fuck
run his mouth, run his mouth, and then when somebody
Like you're doing right now.
Exactly, but at least I admit that I do it. Patrick does it, and then when somebody tries to shut him up after 10 minutes, he gets all upset because nobody wants to listen to me. I'm smarter than people think I am, man.
I just
you
want to
don't know
remind
who
you.
I fucking hung up with.
I just want to remind
God,
you,
they're going
Mr.
at it, man.
Projectionist. I just want to remind you, Mr. Projectionist, this is live, and people will be able to play this back.
I have been a projectionist for many years.
Corners.
All right, listen, both of you. I'm going to admit both of you do it, and I do it too. Okay, let's just all come out and admit our flaws so we can move on.
Neutral
I
fucking.
self-mute, letting Patrick talk. And,
Well,
and
yeah, you do
what he does
self-mute.
is talk. Every time
Patrick
I talk,
does it more than
he
you.
shouts over me. So that's all.
I
Patrick
mute
does it more
myself
than you,
quite
but
a lot.
you both do it.
I mute a lot, and then I
You
rant,
muted
and then I
yourself
shut
like
up for a long
twice
time.
the entire hangout.
No, I muted a lot more
Guys,
than you think.
I'm gonna have this hang out with you two screaming at each other, okay? Neutral fucking corners.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, Atheist Ranger, shut up. This is entertainment gold. Or at least it is for me. I don't know about the audience, but it is for me.
All I know is that this is a live hangout, and people are going to see the truth.
The truth shall set you free.
See, here's the thing. Here's the difference between the two Patricks. Ostrich Patrick over here will just talk and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. But the other Patrick will mute himself for a while, and he'll go through a long stretch of not talking. Then he'll go through a long stretch of talking a lot. But then he'll mute himself again, and he'll have a long stretch of not talking. Whereas the other Patrick, or Ostrich Patrick, just talks.
You're in the wrong hangout. You've not been around Patrick. Patrick's a famous guy.
From my
experience. Patrick's a lulz cow, man, in a lot of fucking hangouts.
I try to give people a chance, but I never get the same. I never get it in reciprocal. I never get the chance in reciprocal.
Alright, well, I think I'm gonna cut the live feed here.
Can you reciprocate to that any minute, man?
But yeah, this has been again T.G.I.F. Fridays. So peace out, people.
Very intellectual hangout.
Yes, absolutely.